Hey everybody, good afternoon. As Atlas says, we're here to romance Catherine. So we'll go do that. Actually, I actually don't have anything cat related. I just liked the comment. I liked that Atlas was doing a who's that guy? No, BITW awesome. I don't know why I was forgetting about him, but big ups everybody. Hello. I don't have a ton this afternoon, just a few things I wanted to go over. Obviously the Twitter clips for Phil Stardew Valley stuff. So I'll get right into that. But big ups everybody. Let's see in chat. Obviously Atlas. Big ups Meth Bear. Big ups Guy with Two Names. Big ups Iviga. How are you doing, my friend? And then big ups Spitfire01. Good to see you all. I've got some stuff I want to get into. This whole boogie thing that Dick Stroke and Phil vlogs cut, we might get to that. I don't know. It depends on how we're feeling. But this is what made me want to boot up this week. This Twitter post by DSP Gout about him apparently wanting to take breaks in gameplay to talk to chat. So people were adding me in the Discords when this was happening this weekend. So let's get right the fuck into it.
So good stuff here tonight. First of all, thank you to those who are chilling. Many of you are trying to talk to me. As you can see, it's becoming increasingly more difficult to play this game and talk with you guys because the game requires so much micromanagement attention. It's actually genuinely hard to tackle the audience as well as the game. But I'm appreciating your help. A lot of the help, you're helping me a lot right now. So thank you so much for that.
Sure. Well, so Atlas, yes, I wasn't watching him this weekend, but a couple people in the Detractor Beam Discord, I think Raphael and Shiny Teeth were tagging me, and they were like, dude, you got to see this. So I watched it, and I was like, what the fuck? Your one job is to stream a game and engage with the chat. I have some thoughts as to why he has such a big problem with it, and I'm going to get into it. Oh, boy. What's up, Skull?
So,
how are you?
We're going to have about another hour. I'm going to stretch for a bit.
Big ups, Aviga.
Thank you to those who contributed. We're at...
The clip is a bit low. Okay.
The $50 goal. It would be great if we could hit the $50 tonight. That would help a lot. We did not hit it on the Street Fighter.
Oh, you know what? This is a Twitter clip, so I can only boost it so far.
It was actually my best performance in Street Fighter so far. I had the most master ranking points. And for some reason...
Gonna do our best.
It was slow. Figure that out. So, anyway. Yes, anything appreciated tonight. Super chats, memberships, get the memberships and tips. Jordan has been the top the latest.
Oh, Jordan, for 43
this
minutes, guy.
So I guess we're not having a cheer war tonight. Okay, I'll be right. I'm just gonna stretch here. Let me stretch.
All right. So you get the idea. My point is he should not have to stop gameplay to talk to his chat. We all do it. I play games when I stream Phil stuff like a lot now. And I just have my chat on my second screen, and I have my second screen right up against my first screen, and it's perfectly fine. But I have some ideas as to why Phil is the way he is, and I think it's because of his fucking dented office setup. So, hello, Shiny Teeth, how are you? I would like to refresh ourselves, if you will, give ourselves a refresher course on what his office looks like. Because I think, as Phil would say, this will put a few things into perspective as to why he does the things he does the way he does. So let's go, I guess. Here we go.
Hello everyone, DSP here with a special vlog. This is a walkthrough of my new office setup. Now that I'm using a far more professional setup when it comes to the audio that I'm using to capture for my game playthroughs, my vlogs, and more.
Oh, look, see, he's got his face up. He's got his face up. Well, so Timothy Grimley, this is very pertinent. This is pertinent to my personal life in a bit, which I'll get to after we watch this segment, because then I have more. Because I actually thought of this morning. Something happened with my girlfriend and I this morning that I thought of this directly. And I was like, oh God. So let's keep pushing.
So for those of you who haven't been paying attention, this past week, I actually purchased new equipment based off of the fact that we hit all of our goals during the month of March on my Patreon account. If you haven't checked it
Patreon scam adjacent, by the way.
/DarksidePhil.
Big ups DSP Gaying, I think. I think. I don't know, but good to see you on the stream, man. Yeah, you're about to get some hot, fresh Logan lore. I'm gonna discuss a little bit of my personal life later on in the stream, so stay tuned, I guess.
What I wanted to do was improve the quality of my audio, stop the big audio jumps that we hear during gameplay, stop a lot of the atmospheric noise that you hear during gameplay.
All right, quick breakdown here because I want to get this out of the way. Microphone he's using is an Audio-Technica AT2035R. Good microphone. I actually have, hold on. I have here, I'll show you. I have a slightly better flavor of this mic, which is what I used to use when I first started detractor streaming. So I have this mic. It's a slightly upgraded version of it, but up until about 3 months ago, I used that exact mic, by the way. So it's a good mic. He just doesn't know how to use it. Let's see. Put you back in your case. Put you back on the shelf. There we go. We're good. And he is using a Focusrite Scarlett, which is a good, very good digital audio interface, or I should say digital to analog converter. So he's got good equipment. He's just dented about it.
And also for vlogs, make it a lot better sounding, okay? So I did 2 things. The first thing I did is
so actually, guy with 2 names, Skull, I think you're relatively, you're close to me in a way that shipping wouldn't be cost prohibitive. We can talk if you want a microphone. I can ship you a mic. I wouldn't have a DAC for you. You'd have to get your own DAC, but I can ship you a mic. I got an extra.
A preamp. This is the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 preamp.
Well, no, it's not a preamp. It's a USB recording interface. A preamp is a different thing, but continue.
Unit. It is for XLR microphones, which means it's this type of connection.
No, but actually, guy with 2 names, I actually am legit trying to get rid of some of my extra stuff for reasons which I'll get into later on in the stream. It's not begging, it's a good thing. I need to shed some of my worldly possessions for good reason, and I'll get into that in a bit.
Grade microphone, all right. I ordered that, and I ordered a new microphone.
So I probably will unironically be sending some stuff out to some friends.
From this box, but you can watch that. It's already on the King of Hate vlogs, but here it is, the new microphone, and the Audio-Technica 2035 cardioid mic, okay? And
he said did he say cardioid? Yeah, I think he did.
The Audio-Technica 2035 cardioid mic. Okay.
No, it's cardioid. It's shaped like a little heart, thus cardioid. Okay, cool.
Okay. And what I've done here, I know it's a hideous mess because yes, my office is a hideous mess.
Look at this cable management though. Well, Skull pointed out he's got capture cards on the floor. He's got USB extender here. No, he's got a USB hub going down from here. So he's got USB into his keyboard, USB hub out of his keyboard, USB hub into here, into the Focusrite. Yeah, this is all fucked up, all cattywampus.
What I've done here is I have made a semi, almost kind of studio where I can do ongoing game.
To be fair, when he calls this a studio, I've worked in studio environments that, like, in terms of the placement of everything, way more fucked up than this, believe it or not. And I think DePastamaker as well. DePastamaker, I don't know if you're in the chat, but it seems like you have a similar TV station lore experience than me. I have seen some really, like, fucked up placement of microphones and cameras when trying to get a show done. But the cable management is the one thing that had to be good, because God forbid someone trips. That's like a massive injury, massive workers' comp, huge liability, especially when we have talent, quote unquote, going in and out. So I don't have a problem with this per se, with like where his mic is placed. Well, I do have a problem with where his mic is placed. His camera is actually in a decent spot. This tripod is a little bit overkill. He's using a pro he's using a pro tripod, and he doesn't really need to. He could just get a simple webcam mount with a bracket. The biggest problem is where his screens are placed, and I'll let him get to it and then I'll explain why his setup is fucked up, and why this is the reason why he can't talk to chat and play games at the same time.
I could do vlogging, I could do podcasts, I could do whatever I want to do with this setup, okay?
Big ups, Dead School. Good to see you, man.
Logitech webcam, I forget the model number. I don't know if it says on the front. It's the car. No, it doesn't. It doesn't say. Darn. I know it is 1080p though. We got that attached to my tripod right in front of me. So face first, where I sit right here on my love seat. Then we've got
yeah, dude. This tripod is so fucking overkill. I'm just noticing how overkill this tripod is. He also has it overlapping with the struts on his mic stand, which is like huge no. You never want to cross supports like that. I've seen this video like 1,000 times, and you never cross the mic with the camera, because if someone bumps that microphone arm, and that leg of the mic stand goes up, it'll also flip the camera in the other direction, and you'll have 2 pieces of equipment go down. So my as Phil would say, my brain is addled looking at this again. I actually haven't looked at this in a while. It's been probably since the other time I had Merch on, because I had Misery Merchant on. It wasn't last week, but it was a couple months ago, and we looked at a lot of this stuff because they're AV placement nerds too. But I'm only just noticing this. Holy shit, that's really bad.
A professional Samson
Ice Yamamoto, hello.
Professional studio stand, mic stand, okay? Attached to that, we've got what I believe they call this is the shock guard, where you put your microphone, the Audio Technica microphone goes inside of it, and it's mounted on.
I have that exact same shock mount. Obviously, it doesn't fit this mic, so I got a different one, but the shock mount's good. It's, again, I have no problem with his mic, his DAC, or even this pop filter. I don't know about you, chat, but I actually kind of miss this pop filter. I miss the memes that came out of it. I don't know.
Okay. And this is called the pop filter. This filter is
like I miss the memes where half his face is blocked. That's very fun to me.
S's in the microphone, it stops them from becoming blurred. And also, of course, for spitting, for people who spit too much when they talk. I don't know if I do or not, because I never really stood in front of someone and talked to them for 5 hours like I do on my stream.
So chat, one in the chat if you think Phil's a spitter. Do you think Phil's a spitter? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure he's actually a spitter. I mean, he snorts, but that doesn't mean he's a spitter necessarily. I don't know. I guess I never thought about it. Treyan says 1. Okay, well, that was the first one I saw, so I'm going with 1. And Sonic says 2, so I guess 2 means no spitter. I think I'm in the team number 2. I don't think he's a spitter. He's annoying, but that doesn't mean he's a spitter.
An XLR wire.
It's not a wire, it's a cable, actually. Like I'm gonna be like a production nerd. So, well, I can't show you, I can't demonstrate because I only have one XLR cable up, but wires are bundled and wrapped within a cable. The XLR actually has 3 wires inside of the cable shielding and inside of the assembly. 1 for left balance, 1 for right balance, and 1 for ground. Those are wires. Wire is a specific like strand of copper attached to a lead. A cable is a bundle of wires or an assembly of wires. I know, like, he's just kind of a normie in this context, but he should not be calling cables wires. It's different. Like, you'd never call an XLR cable a wire. Like, when I was in production school, we'd get yelled at by calling them a wire, because you actually can make your own XLR. You actually can make your own HDMI cable. When I worked at the TV station, the old timers used to make our own SDI and HDMI cable. It was fucking hype. I never quite got good at cable making, but you can make cables, and you make cables out of wires. So that's why they're called cables and not wires, because cables consist of wires, and the wire is the lead that carries the signal. I know I'm being a pedantic prick, but that's just my opinion.
Actually, I bought a 25-foot one that came with the kit, which I didn't realize goes down there.
Wait, big ups Wii U tablet, by the way. I'm also just noticing this. Check out check out this Wii U tablet. Fuck me. It's not even plugged into anything. It's not, or maybe it's charging. I can't tell.
This guy, here he is.
This guy, here he is.
This is the Focusrite Scarlett. What's it called? The 2i?
Yeah, Timo, I've never made cable. Maybe that's something, maybe I should start making my own cables. That'd be fun to try and learn.
The 2i too, you can see it's blinking because my microphone could hear me. It's picking up.
I'm trying to, okay, so this is right. This is way too high. This is set way too high. He's got it pinned. He's got it pinned to basically 100% here. He shouldn't. Generally speaking, when you're talking about XLR, you should be like half. If it's a single voice coming into a mic, like around where I am now, I have it pinned at about 50%. So the notch is about halfway up. He just has this thing fucking pinned, but I bet he has it at like 10% in Windows. I would never set levels this way, by the way. Just terrible. You want to set it about halfway up at your interface, and then you can adjust, you know, higher or lower in software. But this is actually making me nervous. Having the knob and the notch pinned all the way to the right. Holy shit.
The audio from my voice. It's got input for multiple.
Like so the green ring with interfaces like this, when you see the green ring come up, that's generally between -16 and -12. If he's getting between -16 and -12 into that microphone from this distance, not even speaking into it, it's peaked. It's too loud.
Wanted to mix multiple mics together onto a stream or a broadcast, you could do that.
Which means when he's sitting like I am at his mic, he's definitely in the red. He's in the red like constantly in this era. He's got to be. I should go back and listen to some of his audio from that era, because he's definitely in the red at the interface, but then he probably cranked it down in Windows is what I'm probably thinking. It's all his audio chain's all fucked up, y'all.
And it is USB. Unfortunately, the USB cable it came with was incredibly short.
It's USB-B, I think. Yeah, it's USB-B, so that's like, that might be like a 2 or a 2.1. It's got one of those old printer. It's like an old printer cable. If you guys are familiar, yeah, I think that's USB-B. If I'm remembering my USB standards, it's a good standard for audio. Actually, it's low interference. It would work.
Like one of the shortest ones I've ever seen in my life. It barely reaches from the back of this unit to the back of my PC. Now this has to be here because on the fly I need to be able to adjust volume levels.
Yeah, except you're not. You have a pin to 100, you idiot.
Okay, so that's why it has to be there. And it is quite annoying that the USB cord it came with was small.
Okay, yeah, USB-B. Thank you, Atlas. I always fuck up those old standards because I haven't used anything but USB-C in like years. Everything's been USB-C for like the past 5 years. It's kind of great because I have a million USB-C cables just everywhere in the house, and I can just plug everything into anything. It's great.
I think the one upgrade I might do is get a longer USB cord. Okay. So that's my set, and of course I got everything around me. My iPad and iPhone are usually next to me. There's my Wii.
Oh, the iPad era! I forgot about the iPad. Wow. Okay.
3DS capture. That's my headphones, my slippers that I took off. The headphones come over here to my receiver. This is my Astro.
Nerd Brew, if you think the dust is bad, outside the PC, you should see the inside. I would actually be more curious. I would be very curious. What would happen if we opened that PC? Like, you'd have to wear a respirator, right? It'd be like one of those PC clean out videos you see on YouTube where the dude like is putting a PC in fucking empty pool and he's just wearing like full bodysuit with a respirator. It'd be that. That'd be really cool. I'd love to watch that video.
Receiver unit that goes over here to my console, whatever console I'm currently playing.
PS3 in vertical orientation on the carpet, by the way. That's a winner's position right here, Chad. Holy shit. It's sideways, not actually oriented between what it's plugged into. It's just sideways on the floor. This is for fucking winners, y'all. Look at this.
Of course, these are all my consoles hooked up with Wi-Fi.
All right, hold on. So he's got, I gotta go back a bit. So let's figure out the chain here. So he's got PS3 to, I'm assuming, some kind of HDCP bypass to, I see it. It's PS3 to HDCP bypass into some kind of 4-port switch to TV. So he's splitting the signal twice and then splitting it again into the capture card. Okay, that's weird. But then he's got his PS4, which is presumably the console he would use the least, in there. Okay, whatever.
Hooked up with wires. This is my HDCP bypass for the PS3. It's the only
Yep. So this looks like a powered HDCP bypass, which is what this is, either a powered bypass or the capture card. But what's this VGA port here? Because this is a VGA cable. So where the fuck is this VGA cable going? I never noticed this VGA right here. Like, VGA would be for like an older computer monitor without audio. So where is this going? Except to maybe a second monitor? I don't fucking know.
Console that still uses HDCP copy protection, so I still need that to play PS3 on stream. And that's why.
Unless, hold on, I just thought of something. Unless this is the HDCP bypass, it splits the audio out, splits the video to VGA, and then he's plugging the VGA into his TV. Like, what the fuck, man? This is insane. Yeah, I think this is splitting the audio out. I think this is how the bypass works. I think this splits the video out to VGA, and then I think it's splitting the audio, and then I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's just really weird to see a VGA cable in the mix, and this would have been like, what, this was 2015. It's really weird to see a VGA cable in the mix in a streaming setup in 2015. Like, everything was HDMI by that point.
And that's my old HDP VR2 that's broken. I should probably throw it out.
Okay, so garbage. He just has garbage on the floor. Big ups, I guess.
It doesn't work anymore. The computer won't even recognize it. This is my HDMI splitter, which I hook my consoles.
This is also an Elgato, because I have this exact same adapter. This is an Elgato S-Video. Yeah, S-Video to component cable that he just has laying on the floor. These are fucking valuable. Okay, so Deposta Maker confirms that is an optical audio cable. Okay, so I guess I was correct then, Deposta Maker, because it seemed like the signal was being the audio was being broken out, presumably to optical audio, and then the video signal was VGA or like XVGA, whatever the bigger VGA cable, bigger VGA standard was. I thought it was optical, but I wasn't sure. Thank you for confirming.
Up to when I am capturing from them. Okay, one goes to the TV, and one end goes to my AverMedia Extreme Cap.
Okay, so he's got the cable. All right, let's just think about this for a second. He's got a gray HDMI cable running underneath his broken capture card, going to his in-use capture card, and then this, presumably like a USB 3 cable. It's balanced, by the way, because it has the little notch. Is going to his PC. What the fuck, man? Just buy longer cables, man. Just buy cable extensions. You can get gold-plated USB 3 cable extensions from Monoprice for like no money, for like $2. Just get cable extensions, man. That, like, cable extensions are such a good investment if your shit doesn't plug into your other shit. Like, if you want to get your shit orderly, you can buy a pack of like a million USB 3 cable extensions on Amazon, and as long as what you're extending is not powered, you're fine. You're fine. Oh, Nerdbrew, so there's a specific life reason for myself why I'm watching these videos today, by the way. Specific. I'll get into it once this is done, but it came from a conversation my girlfriend and I had this morning. about something we're about to do. So I was like, oh, I need to look at Phil's streaming shit just for funsie. Oh, dude, Game Master, where have you been? He's always barefoot, dude. He's always barefoot, my guy. Never shoes.
Okay, one goes to the TV.
Never wears shoes. Look at those. Look at those big fucking toes. Never wears shoes, man. Never wears shoes.
Cap U3, which sits right here.
He does have weird flat feet. You can tell, and also look at all the crud on the carpet. Vacuum, Phil.
That's my.
Like, he has not vacuumed. Like, this looks like food, right? Like, this looks like food particles. Like, he's definitely eaten here like a ton and never vacuumed.
Of course,
gross.
USB hub that has all.
Yeah, that is a hub. I thought this was a powered hub. So he's got a power cable wrapped around all of these other cables. He's got a USB 3 to USB-C adapter going into the existing. What the fuck is this?
Kinds of things hooked up to it.
Broken plastic? Yeah, that's probably right. To pasta maker.
I believe including a mouse, a keyboard, the old.
And I think that. What's this coupling right here? This is a HDMI extension. I think this is either an HDMI extension or maybe it is a USB 3 extension. I can't tell. The fidelity is really bad. Although since it's going to the back of his PC, it's probably a USB 3 extension. Probably.
Old microphone, which was my old Samson mic, which I'm probably going to get.
Big up Samson Meteorite, by the way. I had one of those. I had one of those in college that I used. I had a Samson Meteorite that I did a lot of college assignments on, and then for Christmas, my older brother got me a producer USB, which used to exclusively be a Pro Tools mic. So you had to install Pro Tools for it to even work on your computer. If you know, you know. If you know the fucking bullshit DRM that Avid and Pro Tools used to use, you know my headaches.
Rid of now, quite honestly.
No, not Samsung. Samson. Sorry, Nerd Brew. I think I misspoke. Yeah, the Samson Meteorite is what he has his hand on right now. Everybody had them. They were cheap. They sounded pretty good. My college media center sold them, so everybody bought them.
Because I don't think I need this anymore, so I might get rid of this. Or you know what I'm going to do? I'm probably going to give it to Leanna, because she started to do gameplay again, and she needs a better mic. And you know, a few other things. The webcam's
pointing with his foot. Oh my god.
Do gameplay again, and she needs a better mic. And you know, a few other things. The webcam's into that. Here is an external hard drive where I'm backing up all of my videos.
Oh my god. Look at the dust on that Western Digital. Like, I'm going to see if I can get a good frame of it. Look at the dust on this hard drive, dude. Look at all the fibers. Oh my god. How do you let it get that bad? It's a hard drive. It shouldn't be on the floor, dude.
My videos on a daily basis. A pretty crazy freaking setup, of course.
Yeah, dude. It's dented. Like, this is the most dented setup ever. Also, why do you have the modem in the middle of the desk? Like, I would actually like my work desk is I'm gonna do my wife point, but my work desk is back there behind me, and I don't have that's where my modem lives. I don't have the modem in the center of my desk. I tuck the modem behind my work monitors because who the fuck cares? It's a modem. As long as it works, it's out of the way. But this is taking up so much space. The modem should be behind his monitors. Keyboard should be on his desk, like on the desk. Monitors should be oriented so that one is here, so that they're perfectly pressed up against one another. Either perfectly press them up against one another, or I'm actually a fan of doing one on the top of the stack and then one on the bottom. But the way he has this makes it so awkward to mouse from one screen to the other. What the fuck are you doing, dude? And why does he have multiple mice? He has a mouse there and presumably a mouse, I think, there on his keyboard tray.
This is my PC, my modem, all that stuff sitting here.
Yeah, it's never been a good setup. Oh, also tissue box sided. By the way, Atlas, remember this. The tissue box is still in effect. And I'd like to say that the tissue box is hanging off of the glass desk, being propped up by the wall. Really good.
Here, out of control. Pretty out of control, the amount of shit that I have in this one little cramped-ass office.
Yeah, Methbear, that's a good point. Under-the-desk keyboard trays are a good way to prevent RSI, because it can be very difficult to rest your wrists in a good position on top of a desk, but it can be done. My company sent me a desk with one of those sliders in it, and I have it and I use it, but I don't particularly like it that much.
I know. Look at this. Now you might say to yourself, people said this. Last year I did a walk
snake laugh.
Office, and they said, Phil, why do you have so many wires? Because I need it. I need all these wires.
No, you don't, dude. He could literally just get like a simple HDMI split with a fucking HDC bypass in the chain so that everything is just HDC bypassed and it's fine. You just plug whatever console you're on into one and then you can just plug and replug. It's like, you don't need this many. I've streamed console games before. I had a setup at my last place where I used to stream PS4 games every once in a while. Like I was streaming Hitman on PS4 at one point. That's right, I know I was. And I didn't have nearly this much shit.
The only thing I don't need at this point is this. I could get rid of the HD PVR too.
Big ups, Misery Merchant. I'm assuming you're Mr. Merch. It's usually Mr. Merch because Mrs. Merch works for a living. You know what I mean? She brings home the bread.
Okay. I can't run the wires. Originally, I wanted to run the wires.
No such thing as too much of a nerd, Sonic. No such thing.
Wires around.
You know what it is? I am. There's something very satisfying about having a clean, streamlined setup. So I like that. It's very satisfying to have a clean setup, and I don't understand why Phil doesn't just naturally feel the need to like optimize, because he's supposed to be Mr. Continuous Improvement, but he can look at this and say, yes, this is a professional setup, but like, it feels good to get all your shit straight. You know, it really does. Especially, the pasta maker knows this. When you work in TV for a few years, they fucking drill it into your head that like efficient cable management and efficient placement of shit means you get things done faster and you get to go home faster. Like literally, we'd get to go home faster because our shit was easier to set up and easier to put away at the TV station. Literally that.
The outside wall of the office, and I was told, no, if you're doing USB 2.0, if you're doing HDMI, and you're
so Merch confirms he does make the majority of the dough still.
Running long.
I gotcha. You got a good thing going. Pick up Misery Merchant.
Wires, you lose signal connection, and it's going to screw the quality of your stream. It's going to screw everything up.
Yeah, dude, Johnny, I want a fucking LDesk so badly. I don't have the space for it in the room that I stream from right now, but pretty soon I'll have space.
So I have to run these wires across the floor like this. It's the only way. The other thing is the PC has to be here. I talked to when they were installing everything here in the office when I moved in. I talked to them about where can I put the modem. They said no, the modem has to go here.
Why does the PC have to be there though? My modem is on the other wall. My modem is in the wall behind me. PC doesn't have to be there. I'm still wired in to my router on the other side of the room. I just ran a Cat 6 cable along the walls and just tucked it away. PC doesn't have to be there. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And it's not like he's gaming on the PC. He can run the PC over Wi-Fi. It doesn't matter where the PC sits. There are dozens of solutions to where the PC goes.
They tested this wall, and they said the signal strength on this wall wasn't strong enough for the modem, the high-grade business internet that I have, that I would have.
Oh, Yellow Jacket. I'm not familiar with the Yellow Jacket stuff. I have friends that use it. Our cat does not chew wires. Our cat is a very well-behaved kitty.
Over here, and in fact, they said even this wasn't strong enough to do the modem and the phone. The phone's across the hallway in the other part of the house. I couldn't even have my phone in my office.
Also, needed a landline, by the way. In 2015, needed a landline. Get fucked.
This is the extension.
Wait, hold on.
Part of the house.
I want to see. Yeah, he's got a mouse right there and a mouse right there. Why does he have two mice? So that he could, presumably he did. Oh, I think the stream went down for a second, but it reconnected. Yeah, I just got an OBS pop up that's like we're reconnecting your stream, but we're back, I think. But this is the worst, and I think he put this here so that he could check the lights while he was streaming. Very dented.
My office. This is the
very dented
handset from the one that's in the bedroom because they said the signals in this house aren't strong enough. So this is the
okay, but I also have another problem for him putting his phone here. If he's going to be sitting on the other side of the room and the opposite wall, why put the handset here? Let's say he gets a very important phone call during his stream from someone whose name rhymes with Beanstar, right? Is he gonna, if this rings, is he gonna get up, dust himself off, waddle over here, and pick it up? Probably not. He's just gonna let it ring, dude. If you're gonna have a business phone, quote unquote, put it where you mostly do business. That would either be on the desk, which is opposite this, or on his little wheelie laptop stand, which is opposite this in the other direction. Say screen right. Really stupid. Really dumb.
From the one that's in the bedroom because they said the signals in this house aren't strong.
Like, why? Why put it here? Like, nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. Yes, Meth Bear, where is your teletype, good sir? Yeah, my girl and I, we don't have a landline, and we probably never will. I didn't have a landline a few years ago when I moved out here and I was living alone. My girlfriend didn't have I guess my girlfriend did have a landline, technically speaking, but no one ever fucking used it. It was bundled with her internet service, I think. Like, I remember I did call her house a few times, like, just to see, like what was up. Just like, no, just call me on my cell phone. What are you doing, you fucking idiot? No, she didn't call me a fucking idiot. She's nice. She's a sweet woman. But she was like, hey, what do you call? That's weird. You're weird. Why are you calling me on my landline? No one uses that.
The crazy ass, messy ass fire hazard setup that I'm currently using for daily work. Now, two things.
Sway.
In this video. Number one, instead of this crazy ass giant studio mic stand, I was trying to get an arm like this. See, this is an arm that's supposed to attach to the bottom of a desk.
This is the exact same arm I'm currently using, by the way. And it should fit just about any desk.
It's like an extension arm. And see how you're supposed to do it is like that.
Uh-huh.
And it'll hold the mic in front of your face.
Sure.
Guess what? It doesn't fit my desk because my desk, in all their wisdom when they designed this desk, they said, we don't want to have a normal bottom, right? We want a curved bottom, which you can see right.
Well, that's your fault for buying a clamp that wouldn't accommodate a curved bottom. There are microphone arm clamps that do accommodate curved bottoms. You just need to find one. Like, I've seen them. I don't have a desk with a curved bottom. I have two desks, neither of which have a curved bottom. But you can do the research. It's a $2 clamp. It's literally a $2 clamp that you can buy. A lot of the microphone arm clamps are universal. He would just need to find one that accommodates a curved bottom, or honestly, find one with suction. There's plenty of suction clamps that would work fine for a microphone arm.
Here it's curved.
Fill issue. It's a fill issue. Fill issue. That's right, Nerd Brew.
So I can't attach it to this, and therefore I can't use it with my desk, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's not the manufacturer's fault. It's your fault for, like, not knowing your own shit and knowing what you got. Like, know what you got. Do the research, dude.
It's only $15, so it's not a big deal. I guess if I do PC...
Guy with two names is saying boo suction. I agree. Truly, like, ratcheting something into place is way more reliable than suction. A ratchet mount or a vice mount is way more of a reliable clamp than suction. But if you gotta do suction, if you know what I mean. At the TV station, we had suction mounts, we had clamps, we had pedestal stands, we had everything. When we would take a production kit out into the wild, we had fucking everything with us, because you never know. I've had to suction cup a microphone mount to a wall before. It's a thing that happens. I would say just do what works for you, but I agree. Suction is subpar compared to a nice, stable screw clamp.
I can attach it to this desk since this is flat glass, but I can't do it over here, as stupid as that sounds. Okay.
You gotta, and Meth Bear, you gotta watch out getting suction from those ratchets, if you know what I mean. They ain't always clean, so you gotta be careful. Big ups, Meth Bear.
The other thing is that there's still echo. You could hear, even in this video, you could hear echo in this office. So even though I am right now...
Yeah, dude, you're in a room with parallel walls. There's always going to be echo. Like, just do your best. I'm sitting with three PC monitors in front of me, a PC to my right, surrounded by parallel walls. Like, there's echo in this room. But because I speak close to my microphone, you don't really hear it. You only hear it, like, if I'm screaming, you'll hear the echo. And I stay relatively quiet because I have upstairs neighbors to be concerned with.
And doing vlogging and doing gameplay with this microphone, you can still hear echo. Some people have even said, well, if we're listening on headphones, we've noticed a difference. But if you're just listening on a standard speaker, it sounds the same as your old setup. There's still...
And this gets back to me commenting on him pinning his Scarlett all the way to the right, the gain knob. He has the gain knob pinned all the way to the right, which means it's going to pick up room noise at the first step in the chain. So even if he takes the audio levels down in Windows or OBS, or he does negative gain, whatever he does, it's still going to pick up the echo and the room noise early on in the chain. That's why, in my opinion, and this is just an opinion, other people have a different way of doing things, it's good at the first step in the chain to record as low as you can. Keep the gain as low as it can be while still being audible, because then that in and of itself cuts out a lot of room noise, and then you can adjust those levels in OBS, in Windows, whatever you need to do. But he makes the mistake of having the gain levels very high at his first step in the chain, and that's why we hear echo. That's why we would hear room noise. It's very, very bad.
Echo. I ordered $200 worth.
yeah, Nerd Brew. Right means it's on. Yeah. What if it's that? What if he literally thought that turning the gain knob to the right meant it was on? Holy shit. That is highly likely if you think about it, knowing who DSP is.
Of soundproofing foam.
Wait, how much did he say he got?
I ordered $200 worth. That's 24 square feet.
24 squared? I don't know if he would need 24 squared in that space, because in some place like an office, the sound baffling foam doesn't really do much to cut down on your echo like it can. It honestly can, but what I have found, the few things that I have sound baffled, it's more important for dampening your sound for people you live with or neighbors. Truthfully, if you want sound baffling, just record in a closet. Go into your closet and record in your fucking closet. Honestly, your clothes are the best sound baffling you got, dudes.
Of soundproofing foam.
Yeah, guy with two names. He thinks it's soundproofing, and it's not. It's baffling. There's a difference between soundproofing a space and sound baffling a space. Soundproofing is a much more elaborate process, and soundproofing often has to do with the construction of the room itself. Like if you go into a recording studio, like an actual studio environment, studios are soundproof because they are engineered to be soundproof. No sound in, no sound out. But you can't set, like, soundproofing a residential home built out of drywall and sheetrock. You really can't, you know?
Which I'm going to put up once.
Yeah, Nerd Brew says add more furniture. Yes, furniture is great for sound baffling and sound dampening, and rugs, Oriental rugs, man. Get yourself some Oriental rugs, put them on the floor. They'll do a lot.
I'm going to adhere it to this wall behind me. Okay. I'm also going.
Oh wait, the pasta maker, is the detector not ripped off the ceiling? I didn't see that.
Of sound.
Oh yeah. The smoke detector still lives. This was back at a time where the smoke detector was still in play. Wow. Good catch, Pasta Maker. I completely missed it. Holy shit.
Proofing foam, which
Oh yeah, Embode. Good point. I'm not sure you're supposed to say Oriental anymore. But you know what I mean. A nice area rug will help with sound dampening, especially if you're gonna have a recording space on the second floor of a house. Even if you already have carpet up there, it's good to put another rug over that. They do a lot. That's why in a lot of like old music studios from like the 60s and 70s, like if you watch there's a Beatles documentary that came out a couple of years ago. Their studio space is just littered with fucking area rugs because they're good for sound dampening.
I'm going to put up once it arrives. I'm going to adhere it to this wall behind me. Okay.
So Guy with Two Names, you're correct. The smoke detector saga that he explained is only in his Connecticut condo when he talked about, cooking stuff in the morning, cooking stuff at like 3 a.m. and the smoke detector going out. That's the only time in which he tells the story of ripping it off the ceiling. But if you go back and you watch the ring light setup, which was in this space, this smoke detector is also fucking hanging out of his ceiling. So he's done it twice. He's done that twice in 2 different spaces, as far as we know.
I'm also going to adhere it to this wall right here. So I figure maybe 6 to 12 squares here.
You don't need sound baffling foam.
Up this whole area.
You don't need sound baffling foam behind you. He actually was onto something, putting the sound baffling foam on the wall to his right, but putting sound baffling behind him isn't going to do much.
And then some squares here, maybe some here. I have to see how I can get it to fit. I don't know realistically how much is 20.
No, I know you're making a CT condo joke, Pasta Maker, but I just thought it was funny the fact that this smoke detector is still in play and eventually it gets ripped out.
24 square feet. But we're going to try to fill.
Yeah, Nerdbrew is also right. He saw like he was watching Markiplier videos, and Markiplier, if you've ever seen like some of his stuff from this time, that dude is surrounded by baffling. Rightfully so, because what does Markiplier do, or what did he do at the time? He fucking screamed. So he probably had like a wife or girlfriend or neighbors or whatever. So he was doing it as a courtesy to them. He wasn't doing it to cut down on echo. He baffled his room because he fucking screamed, dude.
The walls with, we've bought adhesive for it and everything with this soundproofing foam. So hopefully you won't hear this echo noise anymore. The one thing I can't do away with is the fan sounds from my PC. Unfortunately, my PC has a big fan on the front, 2 here.
If you set your recording levels correctly and you're speaking into your microphone closely, that far away from the PC, fan noise shouldn't be an issue. Like, my PC is within 1.5 feet of me as I record, as I'm doing this stream. You don't hear fan noises because all my shit's set up properly and I'm using my microphone properly. And he's even further away from his shit than I am mine. And you can constantly hear fan noises.
2 here, so 5, and it has 1 in the back.
That's a good point, Timo. The PC is too close to the wall. The issue is the fan noise is actually reverberating off of the walls, which is causing it to mix with the other ambient sounds, which is making it seem louder.
And they're all loud as shit. And I don't have the know-how to go in there and replace 5 fans, and I'm not trusting Geek Squad to do it at Best Buy because
Geek Squad, big ups.
They don't know shit more than me. And I definitely, there's no local PC places around here, just like there weren't any local PC places.
No local PC places in the greater Renton, Seattle area. I find that doubtful. Dude. There are local shops. There was something on not this PC, not this PC, not the last PC, but 2 PCs ago. 2 PCs ago when I moved out here. I was having my PC shut down every once in a while, and I couldn't figure. You guys know I'm pretty good at PCs, right? And I couldn't figure it out, so I took it to a local shop, and they looked at it, and the dude was like, "Oh, your your battery on your battery on your fucking your BIOS battery is dying. So when your BIOS battery dies, booting up is going to be a problem. So he fucking changed my BIOS battery. So there's definitely local PC. If I can find a local PC shop where I live, he could definitely find one where he is. There's no reason why he can't.
Where I lived in Connecticut.
Yeah, CMOS battery. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, I had a CMOS battery that, like, it wasn't completely flat the way he explained it to me, but he said that it was low enough to the point where, like, the clock data, like the date and time on the motherboard, was not being stored. So I kept getting like BIOS reset warnings every single time I tried to boot up. It was a mess. It was a simple thing that I overlooked, but I took it to a dude. He figured it out, and he didn't charge me, by the way. Nick. Big ups Nick, by the way. Good technician, because it was like a very quick thing that he did, and he didn't charge me for it. Cool dude.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but they don't really exist anymore. The mom and pop shops. So, you know, when they built this PC for me, did they think that it was going to be inside of a freaking office like this where I won't need it quiet for daily live streaming? No, this is a beast rig meant for video processing.
Beast rig. It also has PC tower aesthetics back in this era were dog shit. I'm just gonna, like, that looks like the cheapest piece of fucking plastic ever. I like a nice metal and glass case. A nice, like, sleek metal and glass case with very limited RGB. That's my style. I like a fucking industrial looking PC. But this looks like a toy, and I don't like it.
And for gaming, not for what I do.
That's also, I like mid tower cases, like mid-sized tower cases. That's definitely like a large to, like, I guess you could call like an extra large size tower. It's way too big, like way too big. You can tell there's probably a lot of extra space inside that case, and that would annoy me.
So it is what it is. It's loud. That's the one thing I'll never be able to do away with. But I'm hoping once we get, maybe even I could put soundproofing foam fucking right here.
And wait, hold on. And I wonder, I don't know, like, look at all these bay slots. All of these drive bay slots in the front. That's insane. That's like, okay, one, because he has a DVD drive, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bay slots, and I think there's front I/O on the bottom. I don't know if these are all bay slots. A couple of them might be hot swap. Maybe he got a hot swap case. This case is fucking insane to me. I would never buy a case like this. Never. Like, this is such a fucking eyesore. This is such an eyesore. Also, the fact that he, like, who lets dust like this collect on their case? Come on now. Come on.
It is. It's loud. That's the one thing I'll never be able to do away with. But I'm hoping once we get, maybe even I could put soundproofing foam fucking right here, right? A chunk or two right here, so that maybe this will.
Yeah, Reap. That amount of space inside of a case is so fucking overkill. Like, so overkill.
Foam here, and maybe some foam there, and maybe that'll negate the sound.
Guy with 2 names. He's yet to dust his PC. We're going on the no dust streak. I'm assuming since the day he unpacked it, he hasn't dusted it. So it's been like, I think he got it in 2015, if I recall. So yeah, we're going on almost 10 years of him having a no dust. He didn't dust it. He didn't blow it out. I am surprised it still survives. Because one of my parents' PCs almost died because the fans were caked in dust. Like, almost died. And I blew it out, replaced the thermal paste, and now it's fine. So
anymore, and then it'll sound awesome in here. Who knows? But that's what I'm going for. And we're gonna see what happens. The foam's not supposed to arrive till the end of this month. So once it does arrive, that's great. I'm gonna adhere it to the walls. It's actually good timing, and here's why. I know that. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, what is this? What is this? Come on, DSP. Come on. He's got weird shaped fingers too. It's just weird. Everything about him is weird, and his knuckle hair is obscenely long. Ugh.
Looks like I cut my finger. That's nice. It's good timing, and here's why. Because guess what? Remember I had a leaky roof? Remember I talked about this last year? You can't really see it here anymore. There was a little bit of water damage over
Oh,
here.
Len says that comes from too many urbans on screen. Maybe. Maybe.
We had a leaky roof last year.
Anything is possible.
But now they're coming this year. They're coming in 2 weeks from now to replace the whole rooftop. They're going to literally tear the whole fucking thing apart and put a new roof up, which means that week is going to be incredibly noisy, but also everything's going to be shaking.
Wait, so the new roof, I'm not familiar with this arc. Does anybody know if DSP had to pay for that new roof or if that was the HOA? Because I am currently learning the rules of a future HOA, and it sounds like certain outside repairs they are in charge of, and anything inside the house we are in charge of. So I wonder. Okay, leaky roof fixed. Guy with two names is saying HOA. Okay, I thought so, because we were sent home recently with an HOA rulebook and HOA guidelines, and those say that like any exterior windows or roof repair will be done by the HOA. So I guess that's one reason to pay the fucking dues.
Walls are going to be shaking, so if I actually put the soundproof foam up before then, chances are it might have fallen off the walls. So the foam's supposed to come at the latest the middle of May, but chances are hopefully it'll arrive by the end of April, and I'll probably hold off until those guys are done replacing the roof, and then I'll put the foam up.
Yeah, but hold on, how does that logic track? Because if it's going to be noisier, wouldn't you want to install your sound baffling foam so that it's less noisy overall, even slightly less noisy? Wouldn't that help? Like, why would he put it off at a time when it could actually serve a purpose? That's really backwards logic, dude.
We'll see how it goes. So this has been a walkthrough of my office. It's a mess, but it's my workplace. A lot of people say it's not an office. Yes, it is. Legally.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Legally, according to the United States government and the IRS, the people who tax
What
me,
the fuck is up with this? The finger. He's like wagging his finger at someone.
this room is considered an office.
No, the government doesn't determine whether or not it's an office. You do. You file on your tax forms. I had to file on my tax forms that this room I'm sitting in now is an office, and that I work from home. Like, I had to file, like, you determine that shit. You tell the IRS what's an office and what's not, and they trust you, basically. Like, he has it backwards. You can call any room an office, technically. And I guess they could send a representative out if they felt like you were fudging your forms, but, like, no one's ever going to check. But, like, no, Phil, you determine what's an office. I don't know why he's coping so hard. If it's an office because he says it's an office. That's all Uncle Sam needs from you, is for you to say it's an office. What's up? He's so defensive about shit that's really not that deep.
Because it's a place of business. All that happens in here is my business that I make money off of, and therefore it's my office, regardless of if it has desk chairs and shit, or it's a formal office you walk into with a secretary. Otterly Insane raises a good point. Otterly says he claims the whole house as business, yet the HOA does not allow businesses to be run from home either. Yeah, that's a good point, because a lot of HOAs, not all of them, but a lot of HOAs would not allow like a registered business to run outside of a home, at least maybe not without an additional fee. Some of them don't allow registered businesses to operate at all. So he's maybe breaking some association bylines, but, like, I don't know, is the board really going to get him at this point? Terry, no, this is considered an office, and I like it. It's evolving. You know what I mean?
If you can look at this and say, I like it, I feel bad for you. Like, if your standard for what's an office and what is a comfortable workspace is this, I feel bad for you.
It's out of control, it's messy, but it's evolving, and I think that over the next year, hopefully, with many improvements that I can make to this, thanks to the support of...
Yeah, no, Meth Bear, I know that there's certain criteria for, like, what can be an office and what's not, but I guess my point is, like, how often would they check that? I feel like if Phil were to be up for a second bankruptcy, he might have someone from the government act like, if he is up for a second bankruptcy, let's fast forward 2 years, right? Let's say things get bad and he's up for a second bankruptcy. The state, at least the state, if not at the federal level, would send someone, right? You'd think.
Viewers and patrons and all that.
Yeah, only if they audit you. I had an aunt and uncle who got audited by the state of Connecticut, and there was a dude, like a man in a suit, that came to their house to like look at everything and like peruse like what they had and like figure out what was business related and what's not, because they ran a business. And the dude came and like looked at everything. So that'd be a fun arc if that happened to Phil, to be honest.
This place a lot more professional, and my quality of my content is going to look better, sound better, and I thank you guys for that, okay? So I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough.
No, I didn't. This actually makes me nervous. All right, well, so reason why I wanted to go back through this is that my girlfriend and I did a walkthrough of a condo that we purchased. We bought a house. We bought a condo style place. And it's under construction. Here, I'll show you. This is the condo style place that we're moving into. It is under construction. It is actually shockingly similar to the Snort Fort. Although we were lucky enough to get a fucking end unit, so that's nice. No middle unit, and everything. But my girlfriend and I were talking on our way back. We were going from this house this morning back home, because we both did the walkthrough before work. And she's like, "Well, then you're gonna put your work and your streaming setup like upstairs office, but you really need to consider like what you're keeping and what you're getting rid of." And like, she's kind of going through a similar situation too. And the thing is, like, that motivates me to like, because I have a pretty streamlined setup in here. I like to think my monitors are all consolidated. They're all, everything is within arm's length. I can either reach my right arm out to something, reach my left arm out to something. But moving into a new space is going to give me the itch to like optimize even further. So that made me think of this, which is like Phil's kind of fight against optimization, because he is actively fighting against the idea of optimization, which brings us back to this, where he's like, well, I can't read my chat and do Stardew at the same time, or whatever. The reason is because he has his laptop here, which is right in front of him. Then he has his TV across the room diagonally to his right, slanted on an angle, so he can never see the game and the chat at the same time. Where me watching this screen where the browser is that I'm actually showing and looking at the chat, it's just a flick of my eyes. I can just literally move my eyeball slightly to the right, and then I can see that Utterly Insane is talking about Snort Fort 2. And, Timo's talking about the couch. It's just a quick eye movement, where for him, he's got to look, well, at this time, he had to look around the pop filter. He had to look around the laptop. The webcam is also obstructive. So that's why when he is looking at the screen, at the gameplay, you see him go like this a lot, because he's like dodging around the camera and certain things that he already has in front of him. And then when he's looking at the chat, you see oftentimes you see a hard look over here. That's why for the podcast, when he's trying to like make a joke hit, his delivery is always fucked up by his head movement, because he'll say a joke, he'll do that little shit-eating smirk, shit-eating grin that he does. So he'll be looking at the camera, he'll say a joke, and then he has to look over here. He looks over here for affirmation of the chat. And then he looks back, and then he looks over here. It's just really bad. Like, it's really bad, really terrible presentation. So really, like, him saying, oh, I need to take a break to talk to chat is a skill issue, because Lefty does it all the time. I do it all the time. We'll be watching Phil, playing games, and reading chat and reacting to chat all at the same time. And it's all, you just got to put everything right in front of you where your eyes go. It's not very hard. I know Len's been playing games on a lot of his streams lately. So in my roundabout way of saying it, it's very simple to create like a very streamlined setup. This is deliberate. This is purposeful. This is him deliberately setting up his stream in a way where it's overly complicated so that it feels like work. Where for me, when I want to boot up for a stream, whether it's a Hitman stream, whether it's a Phil stream, I sit down here, I set up the meta on the stream, and I turn on my camera and I click go. It takes me about 5 minutes between deciding to stream, setting up my layout, checking my assets, and streaming, where for him it's this whole big production. It's like Shinko says, it's manufactured tedium. He likes the tedium of knowing like, oh, I gotta walk over here to this PC, I gotta reach over here to my Red Scarlet, I gotta open up the laptop, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Just take all that shit away, man. I stream Phil, the game, and I look at the chat all on one PC. All on one PC, and it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Yes, Misery Merchant. That's what I was trying. You're smart, dude. Big ups. That's what I was trying to say. He puts a lot of effort into the idea. He puts a lot of effort towards the appearance of putting in effort. He is the most high effort, low effort person I've ever seen, and that's what's so annoying about him. Because the average person who's trying to stream and trying to like put on a show will just naturally optimize. But he naturally fights against optimization. Like, this is a bad place for a tripod to be. There's plenty of other solutions that he could mount the tripod on. This mic stand doesn't necessarily need to be here. Honestly, and this is going to sound weird, but if I were going to sit on the couch and I were going to stream for a couch, I wouldn't use a condenser mic. I would actually use a XLR lavalier mic, which I do have a couple of XLR lavalier mics that I can just plug into my DAC. I actually might try streaming for a bit with a lavalier. I think that'd be fun. I actually think it would be fun in the new house when I have space to stream with like a Price is Right stick mic. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to experiment in the new. I'll have so much fucking space in the new house. I want to do cooking streams. Holy shit! I have so many ideas. I want to do cooking streams. I want to try and make Phil's sauce because we're gonna have a big ass kitchen. It's gonna be nice. But guess what? We ain't done, folks. We ain't done. Lav mics at home are weird. Guy with two names, but I've done them. I've done them a couple times. We're going on a condo tour. We're in the shit, boys. This is the condo tour of 2013. Let's fucking go.
Hello everybody, Darkside Phil here, and welcome to my condo walk.
I was listening to this. This came up in my recommended yesterday, oddly enough. And I listened to this for a while because I thought it might be good for a stream. Listen to him over time, because I believe he gets progressively drunker in this walkthrough.
Walkthrough for 2013, and some of you right now who have seen the previous walkthroughs may be looking around and saying, "Oh my God, what the hell is that in the background?" We're gonna do a
note that you can like barely see the floor at this point. Can't see counter space. Can barely see the floor. Nothing. Nothing.
It's gonna be multiple videos.
Oh yeah, Len says already anxious because of the clutter. Anybody that has like organizational anxiety, you might want to click away for a while. I understand. I don't take that personally. This is going to be torture for you if you have like OCD or any kind of like organizational tics.
So let's take a look. First of all, as you've seen in previous condo tours, yes, I do have the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but if you saw it in previous tours, why emphasize it again? Like, just show them your new shit.
Poster on the door there. We've got several coats and such, and you might be saying to yourself, why does Phil have all these coats hanging on the doorway when it's summer? Well, in New England, things change quickly, and just a few...
Okay. What month was this? Okay, this was recorded in July. I lived 35 minutes away from him at this time. Connecticut in July, you do not need a jacket. You do not need a jacket. Maybe something for the rain, but you do not need a jacket, hoodie, or anything. Connecticut in July is quite hot. Quite hot, dude.
A few months ago, not even, I'm trying to think, like, even up to late.
I agree. I agree, Utterly Insane. We will get to that in a minute because I have a lot to say about the state of the kitchen and the things he says about the kitchen.
It was pretty cold in Connecticut. Then all of a sudden we had about the month of like half of May. And
oh yeah, Silent Weapons. Yeah, Bender hat spotted. This is the Bender hat. Big ups. I completely missed it. I thought this was like earmuffs or something, but it's definitely the Bender hat. Big up, Silent Weapons. Good spot.
Half of June was spring, so I had these springtime lighter coats out. Like, you know, sweatshirt jacket, like CM Punk wears, and a couple other things. But now it's summer, I don't need those anymore, and I have yet to put them back into my closet.
Yeah, but how much effort would it be to just move stuff back into the closet, though? It would take you a minute, less.
My sneakers, these are actually my winter sneakers, the two sets you're seeing there. That's one of my summer...
Okay, so why are your winter sneakers out in July then? Like, he never summarized. Like, he just keeps all of his same shit out, like, all year round. He never organizes his shit by the season. Like, oh my god.
Pairs, and that's what I wear during the summer as well. You don't need socks to wear these. They're more like, you just slip them right on. You walk around with them, and they're really... Dude,
he's got dirty as fuck feet, dude. I'm sorry, but I gotta see those again.
More like, you just...
Yeah, dude, look at that big toe. He's got dirty as fuck feet. How are his feet that dirty? Holy shit.
Slip them right on. You walk around with them, and they're really light, and they're really nice. Okay? This is my yoga mat that I bought to do DDP yoga.
Oh, that's hair? Oh, DePasta Maker says it's hair. Yeah, it's Hobbit foot syndrome. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Hobbit feet. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
I have light hair and like light body hair, so none of my shit looks like that.
Before I realized I don't have room to do DDP yoga in my condo.
And why don't you have room to do DDP yoga then? Tell me why.
As I'll probably show you when we look at my living room a little bit later, alright? So now we're gonna walk into my bathroom, which still got the infamous 2 poster on the door. My toiletries, multivitamins, etc.
His bathroom is like surprisingly clean. Like the vanity is clean. Everything here seems organized. So this means one of two things. He is relatively clean about his like bathroom vanity, or he just doesn't brush his teeth. It's highly likely that he doesn't brush his teeth, or yeah, Leanna. That's right. It could have been that Leanna recently visited, so he tidied up the bathroom. Good point.
Over here.
Oh yeah, two tooth. Well, you'll hear him talk about it. One of those is Leanna's toothbrush, Meth Bear.
Here we've got my hamper. I don't know if I've ever done a full walkthrough of my bathroom. Shower or bath towel. My shower. It's got the multiple heads. You gotta have the multiple heads if you know what you're doing. Some of my girls' toiletries are
multiple heads if you know what you're doing. What does that mean? Are you masturbating in the shower? Like what does that mean? Nope, no shame in that, but it's just a very odd thing to say.
Heads, you gotta have the multiple heads if you know what you're doing. Some of my girls' toiletries.
Oh, my girls. Some of my girls' toiletries. Wow.
These are mixed in here as well.
My girls.
Here's my really cockeyed shower thing that I need to get a new one because the suction cup shot.
No, you don't need to get a new shower caddy. You don't need a new shower caddy, just buy a new suction cup. That's so easy to fix. Just buy a new suction cup with a hook on it, and it's fine.
Cockeyed shower thing that I need to get a new one because the suction...
This is another thing that bothers me about Phil. He never understands the idea that something can be fixed by like a very simple... Because all that is a suction cup with a bracket on it. You can get that at like any hardware store, I'm pretty sure. You could probably walk that into a hardware store and match it. It's probably exactly the same, dude.
Cup shot. This is a stool for the shower.
Oh yeah, this is the wooden shower stool. I believe this shower stool made it to Renton, if I'm not mistaken.
For my back is killing me, which unfortunately, you know, I have from time to time because I have a back injury.
Well, Nerd Brew, you're not wrong. Fixing is for poor people. That's probably what he thinks. I actually like fixing shit. I like the idea of, like, when something breaks, you buy the specific part you need and then you put it back together. I do that shit all the time. DSP would be the guy whose, like, toilet handle breaks and he'd buy a new toilet. I'm not even exaggerating. He probably thinks that he needs to buy a new toilet downstairs, which is why his toilet's still broken.
Sit down on the stool while I'm washing myself. It's a lot easier to do that, okay? Shower mat there.
Oh, dude. Also, well, Meth Bear, you're raising good points. So many girls would have gotten the ick from that. This is a wooden shower stool, by the way. Wood is porous. I would not want a wooden shower stool. If I were to get a shower stool, I would either want it to be built into the shower or maybe it be metal. That's very, very odd to have a wooden shower stool. That just seems like you're asking for some kind of bacterial or fungal thing to happen. It's gross if you think about it.
While I'm washing myself, it's a lot easier to do that, okay? Shower mat there, toilet.
Wait, is that what? Okay, hold on. Okay, so what magazines he got? Hey, he's got a copy of Wired magazine. God of War issue. Okay, that's all we can see.
Shower mat there, toilet. Some books and shit. Magazines.
Guy with two names says, I'm sure it's water treated bamboo. I hope so. I hope it's water treated or sealed or something.
This thing, you might be saying, what the fuck is that, alright? So every spring I get really bad allergies, okay? And
what the fuck is this thing? I don't know what this thing is. This is as far as I've gotten in.
I decided this year I was going to try to do something about it. So I got this thing. This is supposed to be, have you ever heard of a neti pot? This is supposed to be the medical alternative to the neti pot that's actually approved by doctors, where you shoot hot water in a saline solution through your nose.
I've had ear, nose, and throat stuff, and my doctor says to never do that. Never do that. Like, a neti pot is not something that, like, your average doctor would ever recommend, because the way my doctor's office explained it to me is that you're introducing more foreign bacteria into your sinuses and your nose by putting contaminated water up it. So he's wrong. He's just wrong. Like, I'm sure there are situations in which this helps and it's useful, but, like, my doctor's office never fucking recommended this to me.
I did it twice. It did absolutely...
You have to use distilled water. Okay, yeah. Distilled, purified water would make sense. I doubt Phil is that patient.
Nothing whatsoever to help me with my allergies, to which I said, I really feel like a sucker.
Yeah, dude. Shooting water up your nose doesn't treat the cause. It treats the symptoms. You need a histamine blocker to treat allergies, you fucking idiot.
That I bought this stupid fucking thing. I am a sucker, let's face it.
Yeah, you are a sucker, you fucking mark. Come on, dude. Yeah, Richard, I have no problem with neti pots. I just don't think a doctor would recommend them. You know, use them if you want to use them, but...
You know.
Oh, big ups Mitchum, by the way. Big ups. Big ups Mitchum. Mitchum's fine. My dad uses Mitchum. Yeah, he's got Mitchum, he's got Cool Whip. Which, why does he have Cool Whip? He must be using that container to store something.
Multiple deodorants, because I don't buy it too often.
Yeah, dude, he's got 1, 2, 3, at least 4 cans of Axe, if not more.
I always forget to buy it, so I bought multiple ones. Cool.
Why does he have Cool Whip?
Because I love to rub Cool Whip all over my body after I shower.
That's really sauce. Cool Whip in the shower makes me think, and I'm sorry for this image, it makes me think that Panda is into food stuff when she wants to do it. So maybe that's where the Cool Whip came into play. Maybe Panda wanted to do the either bikini thing or, like, put it on her downstairs for the cunnilingus. Ugh. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I gotta move on.
I'm cheating, but obviously...
all I'll say is don't put food on your fucking nethers, all right? Don't. Boobs are fine. You want to do the food stuff on boobs, go for it, but don't don't put it down there. I feel like you get a yeast infection. I just got that feeling, man. Don't do it.
You don't wonder what the hell that is? I'm gonna leave that to your imagination. You know, supplies, things like that, yada yada yada. My facial towel, hand towel.
Again, this is the oversharing. Like, no one needs to see your fucking bathroom. No one cares. That should be off limits. I barely want to see what's in my own bathroom, dude.
Multiple toilet papers, all kinds of stuff here. All right.
I agree, Ziggy. I think so. My lore is that it's the only way Phil would ever get near there. So Panda had to kind of like a dog. Panda had to, like, you know, spread him a little treat, like how you give dogs peanut butter and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was. She knew Phil loved food, so Cool Whip was the only way. All right.
Ooh, all kinds of drugs. Oh my.
All right. What's he got? What's he got? What's he got? What's he got? Robitussin. Yeah, just basic shit. Tylenol, Band-Aids. Yeah.
Jail for illegal drugs? No, that's actually over-the-counter stuff. But anyway. Alright. My bedroom. The Mario poster still on the door. Yes, it is. I don't know what happened here. Alright?
Oh, this is gonna be good. Whatever it is.
I don't know when this stuff arrived.
Oh, he has a portal gun? Holy shit, he has a portal gun. Man, I wanted one of those.
Or how it became this much.
Wait. You don't know how it arrived?
I don't know when this stuff arrived or how it became this much.
How do you not know when it arrived? You purchased all of this, right? How do you not know when it arrived? You have a problem. If there's corners of your house where you're like, yeah, I don't know how this shit got here, you got a problem, my guy.
I mean, just take a look. We've got, remember this? Lord of the Rings War of the North Collector's Edition. I had a stupid fake thing to hold arrows. I was gonna use that in Project 7. Never got to.
Oh, look, dude, there was a quiver that they gave out. That's actually okay. A quiver is actually cool.
Use it because we never got to the fantasy episode. Woohoo! Multiple
And why is that, Philip? Why did you never get to the fantasy episode? Why? What's the reasoning? Elaborate on that. What's the reasoning why P7 didn't continue? Please.
Posters, wall decals, stickers. This is actually a full-sized portal replica gun.
Dude, that thing looks fucking sweet. I'm not into plastic shit anymore. I used to be. I had the Halo 3 super special edition Spartan helmet. I had that. I needed to have it. That was my first ever Amazon purchase as a 16-year-old. So I had some plastic gamer shit back in my day. I'm done with that life now. Digital only, no collector's edition. However, a portal gun would be fucking cool. That's something I might unironically track down today.
That I got for tree.
Yeah, Dark Seed of Flow, right? I like I was just telling you guys. My girl and I are moving into a new house in a few months. They say probably October something. The house is going to be ready. I am motivated to get rid of a ton of shit in my current apartment so that we have less stuff to move, and I wanted to watch these on stream to give myself more motivation.
Trading in my GameStop points, okay? So that's pretty cool. I might be able to use it again, something I would have used in Project 7, but I never got to, okay?
I'm a grown-up now. Yeah, that's right, Atlas. I'm grown up now.
My robe and my girlfriend's robe for when she's staying over.
Oh, I got a girlfriend. How many times is he going to mention he has a girlfriend in this, by the way? He's already mentioned Panda 3 times.
I guess we'll go along the wall here.
Oh, the boob painting. Yes, let's go. Booby painter. Yes. Big ups Marcy, by the way. I wonder, I'm going to pull her up in another tab, safe search on. But I'm going to see if Marcy is still operating. Booby painter. Let's see. Yeah, Marcy Hawk. Marcy is still doing her thing. So if anybody's interested in soliciting Marcy's services, I'm gonna pop her art site in the chat, by the way. But Marcy is still doing it. She's still working.
A painting from the Booby Painter. She sent me years and years ago. I still talk to her from time to time. My cowboy.
Oh, he still talks to the Booby Painter. Sure, dude. Sure. Yeah, you and Marcy are on speaking terms when you have a relationship with your girlfriend. Great. Awesome.
Yeah, a whole bunch of fan mail stuff. Some collectible.
A whole bunch of fan mail stuff that he hasn't read, by the way.
Street Fighter figurines, which I actually collected for a very short time. I was going to start giving them away at local tournaments. Then I realized that I didn't like the Street Fighter games that were coming out anymore, and I stopped playing them. I don't even know what half this shit is. Here's my ACE certification. That's right, the certification.
Oh wait, hold on. I found Phil's I found the painting that Phil purchased from Marcy. She has it on her site. You can get a replica print of it. Hold on. I think this is it. We'll go back a bit. Oh no, it's not it. I'll keep looking to see if I can find it, but she's got replica prints. Oh no. I think this is it, but Phil just has it hung funny. I don't know. I'll keep looking.
Painting from the Booby Painter. She sent me years and years ago. I still talk to her from time to time. My cowboy hat. A whole bunch of fan mail stuff. Some collectible Street Fighter figurines, which I actually collected for a very short time. I was going to start giving them away at local tournaments. Then I realized that I didn't like the Street Fighter games that were coming out anymore, and I stopped playing them.
Okay.
I don't know what half this shit is. Here's my ACE certification. That's right, the certification that my former employer played thousands of...
By the way, you can apps like this, like shit like this is how Phil doxed himself, because look at this. I'll show you.
It is. Here's my ACE
United Technologies.
certification. That's right, the certification.
United Technologies, associate level, Philip Burnell, April 30th, 2010. All it would take to dox Phil is a LinkedIn search from here. Because they know it's United Technologies, they know it's Phil Burnell. This is the president's name. This is the head of his department. Like, you could follow the breadcrumbs to Phil, like, right now. Like, Phil thinks a dox is like him showing his address. That's not necessarily a dox. A dox is like giving enough information for people to follow a trail of breadcrumbs. That's why, like, I don't put any of my shit up, but like, this is enough. This would be enough to find out where Phil lives, because he mentions living 10 minutes away from work, and you could figure out what building he works at just from this. Like, he did it to himself, dude. Don't even give people the trail to follow. Don't even.
Former employer paid thousands and thousands of dollars to give me and then lay me off because they're fucking idiots. My colleague...
Mind you, this was a whole... this was almost 4 years. Almost 4 years after his layoff, and he's still seething and still bitching about it.
Degree, a whole bunch of shit. When I say that, I mean I haven't really gone through this stuff in a long time. There's stuff from fans.
And I'd like to remind people that he moved like less than a year after this. So imagine, he's showing all this shit, but then he moved less than a year after this. That is crazy to me.
There's books, there's comic books, there's lights.
Oh, Utterly Insane brings up, he said he just said he bought the Street Fighter figurines in the closet, but he also said T gave him... That's interesting. So one time he says he bought the figurines, and then the other ones he said T, and then the other times he said T gave them to him. I want to say T gave him additional figurines to complete a collection. I don't think what he's saying is untrue, because I remember the lore behind T being like, oh yeah, Phil, you don't have the entire figurine collection, like you can have the rest of mine to complete it. Yeah, Merch says T gave him the ones he didn't have. Yeah, so I think two things can be true, I think.
Strategy guys, it's just a mess, okay? I have not had a chance to go through this stuff in quite a long time.
Oh, Street Fighter hardcover strategy guides, by the way. I'd like you to focus on the fact that a former pro player has like hardbound Street Fighter strategy guides. Why would a former pro player need those? Just a thought.
It's just a mess, okay? I have not had a chance to go through this stuff in quite a long time. Here's my calendar, June 2013, even though it's already a week into July and I haven't updated the calendar.
Yeah, not updating the calendar is called you have a problem, dude. It's called you isolate yourself and you don't know what day it is.
Calendar, yeah, that's me being up to date on stuff.
Oh, Deus Ex guide search. Yes, let's see if we can spot it. Hold on. That's actually very, very relevant. To see if we can spot something like a Deus Ex guide. I want to get a clean for, well, we got Mass Effect 3. We got, okay, Dead Rising. Yeah, Dead Rising. And these were Prima guides. No. Disgaea? Mega Man? I do not see a Deus Ex guide among these. I could have missed it. He's got like Marvel Comics compendiums over here. I've been watching some more of that Deus Ex Mankind Divided merch because I want to actually try and make a This Is How You Don't Play out of that. And there's a couple moments in there where he's probably reading guides. I had a chance to go through this stuff in quite a long time. Here's my calendar, June 2013, even though it's already a week into July and I haven't updated the calendar yet. Yeah, that's me being up to date on stuff. It's Game of Thrones, by the way. That's why you see a naked ass, because Game of Thrones always has nudity. Ass!
Alright, the Mario history. Here behind there, cramped in there, we've got the Gears of War replica gun that I actually used in Project 7 Episode 3 that I have nowhere to fucking put.
He had so many toys, so much plastic shit, surrounded himself with worldly possessions, and then complained that they were taking up too much space. Whose fault is that?
My chair with a pillow on it to help my back. Here is my secondary PC setup, okay?
Okay. King of Hate mousepad, by the way. Sucks.
Here we go. It has not changed too
Disgusting burp, by the way.
much in the past few years, except for the fact that there's no dehumidifier because it was disgustingly ridden with mold. I got rid of it.
Dude, you couldn't change the filter? You can demold a dehumidifier. There's solution you can run through it. And there also you can change the filters. Like, I've had a dehumidifier get moldy. There are ways to cycle the dehumidifier to clean it out. Like, you can purge it and clean it. This dude has more liquidity than brains. Chat, this is the problem when you have more money than brains. Broken shower caddy, easily fixable. Dehumidifier, easily fixable. A lot of the shit he complains about, easily fixable. All you have to do is do a couple Google searches.
A new PC. This is my new PC. It's an Asus that I bought at Best Buy. This is the one that I can do video editing extremely quickly with. So that's why I have it as a backup PC. Also, in case my primary.
I've had a couple of Asus towers in my time. I can't fault him for that. My PC before I moved to New York was actually an Asus pre-built that I bought. It was pretty good. I was on a budget, and the best PC with a 1070 in it that I could get for my budget was some kind of Asus pre-built tower, and I had that for 3.5 years. It fucking ran, dude.
PC dies out. This one is powerful enough to replace it. Okay. Quite honestly, I should have just done a retail PC instead of having certain people build the PC I'm using now that never worked properly anyway, but
quick dig at Chris and Teo, by the way.
That's not the purpose of this video. We got the Mario poster. It's been there for quite some time.
Good question, Utterly Insane. Where did that PC go? This is less than a year before he moved. So yeah, where did that PC go? Maybe Leanna was using it. I bet Leanna ended up with that PC in her like soap making room or whatever. That seems like the logical place for it to go.
Down here we've got a bunch of shit, meaning boxes from various things. I couldn't even get air filters. I mean, obviously, what you're gonna notice, the gist of this condo walkthrough is going to be my place is cluttered as fuck.
What you're gonna notice is I'm surrounded by garbage. Is actually what you're gonna notice. Also, dust your fucking baseboards, bro. Look how dirty these baseboards are. Holy shit.
It needs to be sorted out, and I just don't have time.
Look at the dust. This is like a very low resolution video on a 1440 capture, and you can still see the dust. Holy shit.
Do it. There's a hard drive, random external hard drive in there. Wait a minute, there's two random external hard drives.
I can't see. It's too dark, man. The lights are out.
Holy shit. I got so much stuff, man. There's an alarm clock I threw on the floor. I don't know why.
Wait!
I got so much stuff, man. There's an alarm clock I threw on the floor. I don't know why.
Alarm clock I threw on the floor. I don't know why. And it's just like, it's sandwiched underneath the baseboards. Okay? That's like, this is shit that I would never, if my house was like this, I would never do a walkthrough. Never. I'd be embarrassed. My whole family would be embarrassed to me if I did this shit. Oh my god.
This is my air conditioner. That's an internal air conditioner. You don't have to put it in a window. So it's my secondary air conditioner for my bedroom. Before I had this, my condo was almost impossible to get fully cool. Now I can actually get cool. My phone, this is my clock that I use to wake up.
Wait, Merch, he gets a flashlight? Is that coming up? This is as far as I've seen into this walkthrough. I've never seen further than this. Does he get a flashlight? Does he? Oh my, well, it is getting dark, so maybe he does.
This is my bed here. All right, my king-size bed with nice wrinkles on the sheets from where I slept last night.
Also, like, admitting that your bed is not tidy. Like, listen, I'm gonna be 100 with you guys. My lady and I, we don't remake the bed every day necessarily, but we don't show it on stream, man. Like, come on, dude.
That is actually a stuffed animal my girlfriend bought me for Valentine's Day. We call him Weenie, so I leave him on her pillow when she's not here.
Oh, Weenie on the pillow. I get it. I get it.
In the top drawer, let me take a look here.
Hold on.
All right, and of course.
All right, we've got whatever this taco shell thing. Okay, this is another alarm clock. This is a phone. That's a remote to something. Something.
In the top drawer, let me take a look here. We've got comic books.
Comic books, yeah.
The Walking Dead, which I've told everyone about that I've been reading, are actually in that drawer. Okay. What else do we got in here? Not too.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, I am flexing that I have a girlfriend just like Phil for. You know what though? I'm completing the loop because we bought a condo. So I am slowly turning into DSP, I guess, because we bought a condo. Except the thing is, we're not putting it on credit, and we can actually afford it. That's the difference. We've saved our money. We've been frugal, and we're at a financial situation in which we can afford a condo. And the thing is, we're only moving 25 minutes away from where we currently live, so we don't have to max out 14 credit cards to do it. It actually turns out that moving locally is relatively cheap. So, yeah, if Phil just stayed in Connecticut.
Walls, that old Metroid poster. Look how warped.
Oh, big ups, Sadie. Yeah, comics. Good to see you, Sadie. Haven't seen you in a while. Big ups, dude.
The back paper is now from the air conditioner being here. The back paper's been completely warped, which is kind of funny.
No, Len, I wish I was a golden person. It is only because certain specific circumstances have transpired that we can afford to buy the condo we're buying. Let's put it that way. We would have rather these specific things not transpired, but because things happen the way they did, we can afford a condo now. So, yeah.
The Super Mario poster, which it looks like it's coming off the wall, but I didn't even see that. Stick that on there.
and the 2 Mega Man paintings. And this honestly...
Why, dude? Like, okay, maybe this is just like my taste, but I really don't like when people have like a massive amount of gamer shit in their house, and I don't like when people are surrounded by gamer shit on their streams. I just aesthetically don't like that. Like, I know like Young Yeah makes like a gazillion dollars in YouTube money, but I fucking hate that people like Young Yeah are just surrounded by like toys and gamer shit. I just don't like it. I like a nice like sleek office aesthetic. Like here, I'll show you. I like what Luke Stevens does. Luke Stevens actually has a good setup. Let me see. I'll find him in another tab. And I'll show you what like Luke Stevens' place looks like. Here, I gotta search him. But Luke Stevens is a guy I watch, and he does it right. He has like actual cool shit in back of him. Luke Stevens. Yeah, let's see. I need like a talking head video of his. Hold on. Him talking about Starfield. Here, you can see it in this short. Hold on. I'm derailing and I'm taking way too long to do this, but whatever.
I guess I'm on the outside for the...
See, like he's got gamer shit in back of him, but he's got nice like display things in back of him, and he's got like, I think that's a scale model of the Titanic. He's got nice lighting and like cool shit behind him. It's not just weird gamer shit. But I don't like when like grown ass adults look like they have toys behind them. You know what I mean? It just looks weird. It's weird to me. It's odd. I don't like it.
One of my biggest regrets is that I was following Pixel Papa and Square Painter in the convention.
Yeah, Tran, that's a good point. If your shit's organized, that's fine, but like I've been spending a lot of time on Twitch lately because I'm dual streaming on Twitch, and I've been looking at like, okay, what do other people do on this platform? I'm not familiar with this purple platform. And a lot of people are just surrounded by gamer plushies, and I don't like people that are surrounded by gamer plushies. It's weird to me.
I was really a fan of their work when it came to, like, this one is done completely by, I believe...
Ice. So just to be clear, I have no problem with like Gunpla. I have no problem with like Gundam miniatures or BattleTech. That shit's cool because you build that. You paint it. But like buying a Pikachu stuffed animal and putting it behind you, there's no character to that. Like, yeah, you like Pikachu. Like, whatever. But if it's Gunpla that you put together and you painted, that's fucking cool, dude. I want to see that. I want to see, you know, fucking Urban Mech from BattleTech. I want to see a mobile suit from Gundam. Like, that shit's cool to me. But this, where it's just a bunch of, like, pixel paintings and shit you purchased, that's not interesting to me.
Pixel Papa might have made the sprites, and then it glued it, you know, Square Painter.
Trayan, fuck Pikachu. Get back in the box, Pikachu.
Obviously did the basic background, but this one's way more complex. Square Painter did all the
merch. Yes, if I'm ever in the merchant lair, I'm gonna call it the merchant lair. If any far out opportunity for me to be in the merchant lair, I will critique your living room 100%. When I get my new space set up, I'll do a walkthrough of it. I'll put my fucking money where my mouth is. In October, when we're in the new house, I'll walk through my space and you guys can roast me. How about that? I think that's fair because I feel like a lot of people are catching strays with me kind of getting snobby about not having gamer shit around. So I'll walk through my new office space when it's all set up and you guys can fucking roast my ass.
Papa glued this stuff onto it. I love these Mega Man paintings, and they said they were doing a whole series of them, but because I fell out of the convention scene, mostly because of MagFest last year, I was not able to follow up with these guys, and you know, they weren't at.
No, you got mark your calendar. You guys are giving me shit in the chat, but I'm serious. I will put my fucking money where my mouth is. I'll walk you through my setup when we're in the new house. I think that makes sense.
GC, which I was actually kind of surprised surprised at, but then again, they're north.
Trayan is gonna come find me. Well, yeah, Trayan is actually relatively close to where I live. Theoretically, like Trayan could actually find me. I feel like, because Jersey and the part of New York where I live, it's not that far away. Trayan could find me. Now I'm scared.
East based, so it's not too much of a surprise. And I want to get more of these, but I haven't seen these guys in 100 years. Okay?
Oh, Broside Phil, you did a gym tour? That sounds pretty hype. A gym tour.
Jewelry when she's visiting. Phil Jr., my girlfriend gave this to me.
Ah, Phil Jr.
On her very first visit to me ever, which was January of 2012. So it's been a year and a half, and I still have him here. Okay. We've got stuffed animals that we bought at Too Many Games. And this
yes, Too Many Games.
This past Valentine's Day, Sweetie, which is cute.
Sweetie, waffle.
Dirty shorts that I'll probably wear sometime this week.
Dude, what the actual fuck, dude? Did you guys see that? Did you see that? Now I sound like DSP. See that?
And this one actually my girlfriend gave to me this past Valentine's Day, Sweetie, which is cute, a little panda. And those are dirty shorts that I'll probably wear sometime this week.
Dude, him showing his actual dirty laundry. Actual dirty... Grown-ass man. Grown-ass man, fucking 31. 31-year-old man. 31-year-old man. Showing his dirty-ass shorts in a condo walkthrough. Wash your ass, clean your shorts, and don't show your fucking dirty laundry in a video. I beg you, everybody listening to this, wash your ass and don't show your laundry on stream. It's disgusting.
We could just throw them on top of there. Hello. We've got the closet. Inside of the closet, we've got Max Payne is hiding in there. But all the boxes for all my models. Look at this. An NES controller, power adapter.
Look at this. Look at how much of a slob I am. Look at this.
All kinds of shit in here, clothing.
Yeah, Darksea, it's a different kind of holy underwear.
It's just a mess. I'm so overpacked. I have too much shit in this condo. And some shoes for my girlfriend. My girlfriend actually has a drawer. This drawer right here is hers, where she leaves clothes, so when she visits, she...
Oh, let's see it, Philip. Open that sucker up, dude. Oh yeah, Utterly Insane says you missed a key point. He said he was going to wear them again. Yeah, that's true. That flew right over my head. He said dirty ass pair of shorts, but I'll probably wear them again later this week. And he said later this week. What the? So he doesn't do laundry. Well, Linda probably was doing his laundry at the time.
Gas close here. All right, so that was the bathroom and my bedroom. We're now going to move on to the kitchen and then the living room.
All right.
Which is not a pretty sight.
Sure.
Okay, so the last video cut off a little bit. Sorry about that. I literally accidentally hit the power button by accident.
Wait, last video? Wait, so this is his playlist, by the way. So did he mislabel these? Because this is part 2. Part 2 kitchen. Part 3. No, this is all correct. I think he mistitled them. Well, we'll watch as is in the playlist. Because guys, this is a DSP playlist, so this is as he intended the content to be consumed. So let's consume it, bros. Let's do it.
Okay. So up next, we've got my kitchen, which honestly has not changed too much, but has some interesting twists to it. Okay, first of all, as you enter my
I wanna see the stovetop.
He's been here for quite some time. Okay.
I don't like this Dr. Doom painting, by the way. Never have. I just it's odd. It's an odd painting. And the art style doesn't really suit itself. It looks cheap. You know?
I love that painting, by the way. On the left-hand side, we now have the Super Mario Brothers 3 painting, which used to be in the living room. I moved it into the kitchen because it was an empty wall, okay?
So he was shuffling the paintings even back then. He was doing like musical chair paintings back before he needed to. That's so weird.
Here we've got this stand, which traditionally I have water or drinks on top. Right now, it's been, I swear to you, it's been 3 months, almost 3 months, since I've gone shopping at a grocery store because I only go...
Wait, how do you go 3 months without buying groceries? You're eating. Yes, correct. Because I do the shopping. I do the shopping around here. I do all the shopping, all the cooking, all that stuff. I'm the one who cooks. I'm the one who shops. I shop about every 10 days. And I pretty much buy the things we need to buy and not much else. I'll stockpile a little bit before. Okay. Broside Phil says, quote, I've served search warrants in houses that feel less serial killer than this place. Oh, so you're a law enforcement style individual. Big ups. Yeah, Sadie says fast food. You know what? You're right. I wonder if he was on his, like, 2 hamburger diet per day or whatever. Because isn't that part of the lore where he was eating, like, 2 fast food sandwiches a day for breakfast? And then just not eating for the rest of the day? Former 8 years removed. Well, big ups, dude. That is a tough profession. So big ups for policing, man. It's not easy.
Shopping with my girlfriend's here, and we get all kinds of stuff together. We stock up on food, on drinks. I have not been to a grocery store in almost 3 months because...
How do you go 3 fucking months, dude? Like I said, in my house, we go about every 10 days because we have a small apartment. We can't really stockpile food in our apartments, so we buy what we need, we cook it, and then we buy more. But 3 months, dude. Yeah, he's getting drive-through shit. He is picking shit up on his way to and from GameStop. That's probably what sustains him. He goes out every week to get the new releases from GameStop, and he buys like pizza or fast food sandwiches. That's got to be it, right?
She was here in April. In May, I went to Philadelphia to spend time with her. And in June, we went to Texas together. So, July will be the month where
nice burp.
Up, okay? Got some stuff down here, some interesting products. G Fuel and Arnold Palmer's half and half mix.
Big ups Arnold Palmer.
Drinks that I've been drinking recently. We've got
Arnold Palmer still rules.
Too many games last year. Cookbooks. Down here we've got recyclables, like 3 weeks worth of alcohol recyclables that I haven't recycled yet. Here you've got...
Okay, Otterly says, this is the time when he would go out and get breakfast, then Subway for lunch, and then burgers for dinner. Yeah, so he would literally fast food all 3 meals, which I guess that's a lifestyle, and like he had the money to do it back at this time, but like I don't know, dude. I feel like I would just get so sick of fast food. I like home cooked food, even if it's frozen. I like the act of even if it's just taking something out of a box, putting it in the oven, and then like eating it at home. There's something satisfying about it, even if all you do is like turn on the oven and go. But it's especially satisfying to cook stuff from scratch, like fucking pulled pork from scratch. Nothing like it. I recommend, and it's not terribly hard to make pulled pork from scratch, by the way.
This is about a month's worth of boxes that I need to bring out.
Yeah, Meth Bear says my girl and I shop together. Yeah, shopping together's fun. My girl and I like shopping together. I usually go out alone during the week because my girlfriend works weird hours. She doesn't usually get home until like 8 or 9 p.m. and her days start pretty late, so it just makes more sense for me to shop when she's not home. But we go out together on the weekends, and it's fun.
Recycle, okay? I just haven't had a chance. And yeah, oh my god, Phil's address is publicly... Who cares? My address is already public. If you search...
Again, doxed himself.
For Phil Burnell on the internet, you'll get my address. I'm not worried about people showing up. No one's ever shown up. No one cares, alright?
And this was just a couple of years before the swatting. Quote unquote. This was just a couple years before that. Think about it.
So,
because the swatting would have occurred in 2015. This was July of 2013. So we were only a couple years removed from him saying, literally, "You tried to murder me." So this is actually almost exactly 2 years. 2 years to the season of that, because that was summer of 2015 is when the quote-unquote well check happened. Oh, the Renton Docs was a third party. Ziggy, I thought he was registered with the Washington Chamber of Commerce, because every time I search Philip Burnell or Burnell Productions, the Washington State Chamber of Commerce is the first thing that came up. Unless someone else put him there.
His address off. I don't care. Right?
Yeah, it was me, bro. It was me, Johnny. It was me.
For various things that I've bought over the past several months, including...
Oh, yeah? Smoking some ribs? Yeah, bro side Phil, totally. Yeah, if I ever find my way Midwest bound, I'd consider that. Yeah, be cool. Be cool to meet up with a couple of you cats. Be fun. If any of you guys find yourself New York or New York City way, let me know. Pretty easy for me to meet up with people in New York City, by the way.
See later, the G Fuel you see here, like so many different things. So I need to break these down and throw them out this weekend. I just haven't had a chance. Obviously, my game schedule planner here. All right, up here we've got the old Pac-Man eating planets poster. It's been there for a while. The hateful truth clock that has never been correct and never will be. Okay.
Why? What are you gonna explain that? I think the battery is just dead. Oh, you're frequently in Newark. Okay, so Jersey. You find yourself coming through Jersey. Jersey from this neck of the woods can be a bit hard sometimes, but it's possible. A meetup would theoretically be possible.
Here we've got my fridge, which has changed a little bit since the last time you saw it.
I'm pretty sure the battery is just out of battery. Right? Is that the lore?
I had some ideas at the end of last year. My 5 most hated...
Okay, so Deposit Maker says someone else did the COC stuff, the Chamber of Commerce stuff. Okay, so he didn't register himself with the State Chamber of Commerce. That's... Oh, was this the supposed op where people were enrolling him in all these business magazines and stuff? Was it related to that? Okay, that would make sense.
Things, the 10 worst games ever. Redos. Gee, sounds a little bit like retro replay, doesn't it? And take a look.
Yo, he was doing throwback shit back then. He was doing throwback shit in 2013. He was gonna do Heavy Rain. He was gonna do Fallout 3. Dude, so we're completing the loop twice and 3 times now. Heavy Rain, Fallout 3. These have both been done on dude, insane. Hint, hint, hint. That's right, Ziggy.
Already done Dead Space 1. I'm doing Fallout 3 and Web of Shadows, Spider-Man Web of Shadows as a candidate for retro replay. Looks like Ness from Earthbound, Mr. Saturn. I forget what the fuck his name is. He's an enemy, and the monkeys from Earthbound. That's right.
Like these are just toys, you know. I'm not on the dating scene. Haven't been for a very, very long time, and I'm thankful for that. But if I was bringing a lady home, I wouldn't want Earthbound shit on my fridge. You know what I mean? That doesn't... For most ladies you'd want to get with, Ness doesn't get you in there, you know?
I actually have magnets of them. I'm a huge fan of Earthbound, which is why I'm playing the game right now. I wish more people would fucking watch it. Hint, hint, hint. But anyway...
Oh yeah, the hue of this lighting, Broside Phil, it is very meth housey. I live just down the road from a block where meth dens are very prevalent, and I imagine a lot of them look like this on the inside.
Forecaster, which I'm sure you can't see because there's no light in here, but my weather forecaster that goes to a satellite. My famous fortune cookie fortunes that basically forecast...
Yeah, Sadie, thank you. I think I was just struggling. It's too many toys and game stuff everywhere. It just feels childish. Yeah, dude, because he's like 31, 32 at this time, right? And if he, he's 31. If let's say he wasn't dating Panda Lee and he was trying to bring like a 30-year-old girl home. Let's say he had a 30-year-old hot Latina that he was trying to get his swerve on with, she'd be out, man. She'd be 100% out. If she saw all the shit piled up in his living room and the Mario paintings and all these fridge magnets, fuck that. She's out, dude.
Start making money on YouTube, doing gaming videos, if you can believe it. Down here, a few things. This is a thank you note from one of my friends who got married, and I sent him a very nice gift.
Wait, can we figure out who this is? Thank you. Yoga, something. I don't know. Potentially Doc's a friend here, so.
I could not attend his wedding. We've got magnets down here of the characters from various Nintendo games that are in Smash Brothers. And these characters, actually not all these are in Smash Brothers, now I'm looking at it. A fan of mine sent me these for Christmas, which is very nice. And then these two things, this is the...
Yeah, Almighty Bry says, nothing says moist panties like a whole lot of gamer shit. Well, to some ladies, maybe. Depends on the lady. Panda Lee obviously saw something with him that got her going, which I'll never understand, but teach their own, I guess.
Martin, Mega Man, Magnet, and the... whatever he's called. What's he called? The Raider, the Psychopath, whatever he's called. Magnet from Borderlands. That a fan at SGC gave me. Those are on my fridge right here. Pretty cool.
You know what? He didn't say Borderlands. I'm disappointed that he didn't say Borderlands. Borderlands is one of my favorite like DSP word butchers ever. I love when he says Borderlands. It's fun.
Right. Here we've got various phone books, a Zagat's book, which I use when I travel now to find the best restaurant.
No, okay, slash enthusiast. I am perfectly okay with people having hobbies, but like this is excessive. This is all gamer shit. It's okay to devote like a room in your house or an area in your house to nerd shit in your 30s. I have nerd shit around here in this office, and I'm in my I have Hitman shit. I got Slinkies. I got stuff. I have a little corner with stuff. But our whole house, we're 34, man. Our whole house is not gamer shit, you know?
We're going to use that when we travel to Chicago in August for my girl's birthday to find the best restaurant. Peanuts, primarily these are here for John Rambo. Like, I really don't eat nuts that much, but
John Rambo loves Phil's nuts, by the way. Think about it. Yeah, Borderlands. Darkseid of Flow knows what I'm talking about. Borderlands.
John Rambo seems to love them. You might be asking yourself...
John loves nuts.
That's because my power went out several times last night because some asshole drove into a power line outside, or, a telephone pole that had the power...
Yeah, some asshole drove into a telephone pole.
Power lines on it.
Some asshole purposefully drove into a pole. That person's probably hurt. Potentially dead. That's like a very serious thing to drive into a utility pole. Like, that kills a lot of people.
So I have not set those yet. I'll probably set them soon. Here we've got a cool terry cloth of video game characters. Let me get my head out of the fucking light because I'm an idiot. It's Mario. It's a Mario terry cloth.
I guess this is what I have an issue with. He made his entire identity the consumption of video games and video game merch, and it's cringe and annoying, by the way.
Of your stove, okay?
Oh, you sent me something in Discord. Okay, thank you, Meth. I apologize. Okay, so you're sending me an official record search. Hold on. I gotta download this. Hold on. What is this? Meth Bear. What is this? Oh, okay. So Meth Bear, sorry. So Meth Bear advises in Discord that King County property records have been publicly searchable online for a while. You just need a name. And he sent me a document. I'm not going to show it here on screen, but he sent me a document that basically confirms that all of this is searchable and that it has Philip Burnell's signature on it. So this document is basically the assertion that Philip Burnell lives and resides on the property he resides in, and it has his signature. And Meth Bear was able to do this with presumably just basic web searches, none of your like legal credentials, right, Meth Bear?
Coffee maker, the stand. This is a new addition, which I don't know how well you can see it.
Okay, it's mortgage. That's right, because mortgage documentation, in a lot of cases, is considered public record, because if someone is doing a background check or a credit check on you, they may need to be privy to you being involved in mortgage activity beforehand. It's a similar reason to why bankruptcy proceedings are public, because the public has the right to know when someone is being bailed out, because you kind of have the right to know if someone is deemed financially responsible or not. It protects the lender, to be honest. That makes sense. That never really occurred to me, but it makes sense that a lot of mortgage documentation, at least at the basic level, would be searchable.
It's my new blender.
Yes, Methbear says tax records are confidential. Yes, tax records are confidential because you would not want to expose a tax ID or a social. But mortgage records are publicly disclosed, just like the sale of a house or a property are publicly disclosed. Property sale is public record by definition. I didn't put that together. Thanks for the insight, Methbear. I appreciate you. You're smart, obviously. Dude, he has one of these K-cup racks. Like if you've ever been to like a doctor's office, like where the fuck were we? My lady and I were somewhere. I was somewhere. My lady had an appointment. I think I was waiting for her to get her hair done. Yeah, I was waiting for my lady to get her hair done, and the place that she goes to has one of these little racks where you can make yourself a coffee. Yeah, Tran, it's like a hotel. Thank you. I was trying to figure out like an example, but it's like a hotel. My lady's hair place has one of these, has a Keurig with like these on the rack, because dude, husbands and boyfriends wait for their ladies to get their hair done a lot, apparently. So you make yourself a coffee while you wait. He has one of those for himself, you fucking asshole, dude.
Buy a blender and we'll enjoy frozen drinks. And then
that's insane.
Philadelphia. June I'm in Texas. July my girlfriend will be here. August we're gonna be in Chicago.
So his excuse for not shopping is that he's going to be gone a week out of the month for the next 4 months. What are you doing the other 3 weeks, bro? Come on, man.
September will be here, but September might not even be cold anymore. So we're going to have frozen drinks. I just don't know how much, all right? So this is the back view of my kitchen sink, which is full of dirty glasses and all kinds of shit that I need to wash. This is the third.
Yeah, it's a fucking Tran. It's like a lazy Susan thing for your K-cups. Really stupid.
To make my daily drink, whether it's iced tea mix, whether it's...
Oh yes, apply sunscreen, which I never do. I was outside for a long time. This morning and this past weekend.
To do G Fuel that I've been using. This is a bottle of Tanqueray.
My face is upset with me.
Sample from time to time.
Dude, check this out. Check out how big that is.
A bottle of Tanqueray.
Wow.
From time to time.
Bro.
This is the back view of my kitchen counter. All right, and my dishwasher.
Oh, he's got a dishwasher. Big ups.
See this yet? This is a basket that my girlfriend brought to me at Christmas, and it was overflowing with different candies. We had chocolate candies, truffles, white chocolate truffles, caramel candies, all kinds of...
Again, 7-month-old candy then. He's got 7-month-old candy here in a basket. He just admitted to it.
Amazing stuff. I've since obviously gotten through it and eaten it, even though I don't eat candy that much. As you can see, I still have one candy bar left down there, all right? These cookies she brought me...
Oh yeah, Utterly Insane says, notice the dirty dishes, dirty cups, dirty everything everywhere. Oh yeah. He's got a sink full of like dirty...
all kinds of shit that I need.
Yeah. Oh, and he's got straws. He has the straws in the glasses in the sink. Dude, just put them in the dishwasher. Like, okay, I understand that, like, because sometimes I work from home. I eat lunch, obviously, in my home kitchen, right? I'll make myself something for lunch. And depending on how quickly I have to get back to work, like if I have a meeting I have to log into, like soon when I'm finishing my lunch, I'll put my stuff in the sink. But at the end of the day, generally by the end of the day, I'll put everything in the dishwasher, what needs to be in the dishwasher. But he's 1, 2, 3. He's like 3 alcoholic beverages deep and like 3 coffees deep. So I'd say this is maybe 3 days worth of glasses that he didn't put away. Like, what the fuck, dude?
To wash. This is the thermos that I've been using at Christmas, using stuff from my mother. She brought me a candy bar left down there, all right? These cookies she brought me later, and this is actually from my mother. She brought me mints for my birthday. And this is my smoke alarm. And you might say, Phil, why is your
smoke alarm lore. Let's fucking go.
On your counter? Hold on, let me turn on the light.
Here we go. Smoke alarm lore. This is what we're here for.
I'll tell you why. Because this smoke alarm is a fucking piece of shit. It goes off if, like, I turn on the stove.
Oh, wait. Broside Phil, you sent me something? God, okay. I'm clicking this link for Broside Phil. Okay, so Broside Phil sends King County Department of Assets, Philip Burnell. Yes. All publicly searchable. And this is evaluation of Phil's tax history, and it's all publicly available via the county assessor's office, King County Assessor's Office. Again, I'm not going to show it on stream, but both Meth Bear and Broside Phil were able to do public searches and find out a lot of shit. So be careful. Be careful with what you say and what you put out there, I suppose.
I'm not even kidding. Like, if I even try to...
But here's the story. Here's why we're here.
I'll tell you why. Because this smoke alarm is a fucking piece of shit. It goes off if
Here we go.
I turn on the stove. I'm not even kidding. Like, if I even try to cook anything, it goes off. It's the most oversensitive smoke alarm I've ever seen in my fucking life. And the bottom line is, I live here. I'm always here. I don't need to be woken up by a...
Yeah, but wait a minute. He lives here, he's always here. Didn't he just say, I'm going on... It's July. Didn't he just say, I'm going to see Leanna this month? We're going to a convention in August, and we're going somewhere else in September? So the guy who's always here, quote unquote, is going to be out of the house like 2 weeks out of the next 3 months, each month. How does that work?
Smoke alarm. If there's fire in the living room, I'm going to smell the smoke before I'm in it.
No, you won't. You know what happens when you inhale smoke while you're sleeping? You die. Or you stay unconscious until the fire burns you. What's up, Chody Taint? He has no... Dude, I remember being taught this in, like, preschool. Like, the importance of smoke alarms and, like, a fire escape plan. I remember the preschool teacher, literally telling, like, 3-year-olds... If you breathe smoke while you sleep, you don't wake up. Like, literally, that's what she told us. Phil's such an idiot. You just don't wake up, dude.
Death situation. I can jump out of my bedroom window right here and go outside. I don't need a fucking smoke alarm. And I know some people, oh no, Phil, you're an idiot. You destroy.
It's also the law. Like, if you live in a condo, it's definitely like the condo association rules. And I think by law, condo associations and like the property management, they have to have smoke alarms in every unit. Like, they have to. And they all have to be interconnected. Some of them, my current apartment doesn't work this way, but some places, if it goes off in one unit, like let's say you're in a 3-unit block, if it goes off in one unit, all of the other units go off, and it's all the neighbors go off. It's a real pain in the ass. I have friends that live in situations like that, and like when the left side unit cooks and they burn something, everybody's shit goes off. It's annoying.
Yeah, I destroyed my smoke alarm because one night it was late night.
Oh yeah, dude, Timo, our apartment management, like, they send maintenance in here every year to like make sure people have their shit hooked up, and they make sure that people have like fresh batteries in them. Like, where I live, they do not fuck around. They check your fire extinguishers every year to make sure that they're up to date, up to code, and they make sure everybody keeps their alarms connected. Because we actually we had a unit burned down last year. A couple of you who are in Detractor Beam Discord have heard me mention it. The fire department, I live in a gated apartment complex, and the fire department had to get in here, and they didn't have the code or like the remote for the gate. So the truck just went through the gate. Like the fire department was like, no, there's apartments on fire. We're getting in here. And they just rammed through the gate. That's why, like, with the whole Jenna thing, I don't want to talk about it too much, but like if the cops wanted to get through that gate, they would have gotten through that gate. They absolutely would have gotten through that gate. I've seen it. I've seen the fire truck absolutely break the gate to get in.
I said, I have a craving. I'm a little bit hungry.
We didn't, Broside Phil, for context, we didn't choose the gated community per se. We liked the area, and the apartment we could afford happened to be in a gated place. I'll have you know that the next place we're moving into is not gated, by the way.
Let me make a bagel. I said, you know what? I don't want just a regular bagel. I'm gonna make a bagel sandwich. What did I do? I think I did some eggs on the stove. I put on a bagel, and I was cooking it on the stove. There was no smoke. Nothing was burning whatsoever. The fucking thing goes off in the middle of the night. So now, you know, I have a bad back. So I had to go into this closet, and in this closet I have a step stool. So I open this up, I get the step stool out. I put the step stool down. I'm going up here, and there's a button that's supposed to reset it. I'm pressing the fucking button. The thing won't reset. I'm like, fucking reset. Keep in mind.
Dude, he's such an idiot.
It's like 1 or 2 in the morning. I have neighbors. They're like, what the fuck's going on? Like, come on. I said, fuck this. And I ripped it off the fucking ceiling. And since then, it's been like 6 months. I never put it back on. I'm tired of this shit. This right here is something that you need, all right? If you live in a huge house with a family, you don't have easy access to
I want to point out, he's saying this right here is what you need when you live in a huge house with a family. His current office has the smoke detector ripped down, by the way. So he lives in a comparatively huge house with a family, Cat and Jasper. Jasper is at least a feline that he calls his son. So, yeah. What was that, Philip?
Escape from your house, okay? This thing is a piece of shit. They need to make better smoke alarms. These things are garbage.
Yeah, so to Pasta Maker, I had an issue where a smoke detector at the end of its life just started going off. Like, literally started going off for no reason. We weren't cooking. We weren't, we weren't doing anything that, it was night. We were trying to sleep. And the smoke detector was just going off for no reason. We had to disconnect that one, but we called maintenance, and maintenance replaced it and checked the system. Like, I'm pretty sure that Phil's condo probably had on-site maintenance or someone to deal with, like, fired smoke detector shit. He could have called someone. He probably could have called someone the next day to check his system, because he has here. Let's go back. He has a connected system. These leads lead to other smoke detectors, either other smoke detectors in his unit or his neighbors. So it's on a network. How my stuff is set up, where if let's say I burned something in the kitchen. My girlfriend's in the bedroom on the other side of the apartment. I burn shit in the kitchen. She's on the computer in the bedroom. The alarm over her head goes off. They all go off at the same time. This is connected to the electricity, and it's also connected to other smoke detectors on the network. So he's also potentially compromising, like, his neighbors' units by doing this, by the way. But all you need to do is replace it, and they're pretty cheap to replace. And a lot of times, HOA will do that for you. When it comes to the condo association, anything to do with safety, the association will usually handle. So he could have done it probably at no expense to himself, and he could have called someone the next morning, and there would have been someone with a new detector the next morning. And it looks like he also ripped the bracket. So here's the cutout for the wiring. This is not the smoke detector. This is the bracket it sits on. He ripped the bracket out of the ceiling, and he ripped it well out of the ceiling, because this is a hole where a screw is supposed to go for the mounted bracket. So he broke the bracket. This bracket needs to be remounted and reseated. So he fucked it. He fucked this up so royally that like you couldn't unfuck it without getting like maintenance in here.
It's like 1 or 2 in the morning. I have neighbors. They're like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like, come on. I said, "Fuck this," and I ripped it off the fucking ceiling.
9-volt. Yeah, dude. My last place was just like a shithole apartment with a 9-volt battery. But the complex that I live in now, everything is networked. Everything is connected. Because I live in a townhome basically, like a townhome apartment. I've got neighbors on either side of me, and I got someone above me, so all our shit's connected. It's how it works.
And since then,
but he ripped the whole assembly off the ceiling. It wasn't just the smoke detector. He ripped the entire bracket out. Holy shit.
And it's been like 6 months. I never put it back on. I'm tired of this shit. This right here is something that you need, all right? If you live in a huge house with a family, you don't have easy access to escape from your house, okay? This thing is a piece of shit.
Oh wait, this is a Kidda. This is a Kidda smoke detector. Logan lore, my grandfather was a fire suppression engineer for the Kidda company. He helped build these designs back in the day, back in like the 70s and 80s. So Phil is throwing shade at my grandfather. Fuck that, Phil. Fuck you. So I don't know. I don't quite know if my grandfather helped build this, but he used to test them. He used to actually have to, like, my grandfather's job was to literally light shit on fire in like a test house to see if these things went off. It was a fucking cool job.
They need to make better.
He was a fire detection and suppression systems engineer. So he built smoke detector systems, and he built fire sprinkler systems in office buildings. This was way back. This was back in like the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But he had a cool as fuck job, because he used to be a volunteer fireman, and then he started working for the county. So he had a lot of experience putting out fires. So the company hired him to like do testing and shit. Cool shit. Jobs back then were fucking cool. The jobs you could find yourself in.
Smoke alarms. These things are garbage. Okay?
But yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure that's the exact designs that I would see like my grandfather like tinkering with in his workbench, because he used to take them home. And like test them. He used to like hit them with hammers and shit. It was cool.
When I'm looking at it, it's totally outdated. I can tell it's like from the early 90s. It's like a fucking ancient piece of garbage, all right? When I get a house, I'll put in a good smoke alarm system. But that shit pisses
No, when you get a house, you'll do the exact same fucking thing. You'll rip it out of the ceiling.
me off.
He did it!
I went on a fucking tangent there to talk about how bad smoke alarms are right now. But it's such a piece of garbage, and it annoyed me so much, I ripped it off the ceiling.
Dude, this makes him look like such a petulant child. Like, such a brain-dead, idiot, petulant child, dude.
So that's why it's right fucking there, okay? Alright, so I could show you my models. I have models, my whole living room, and this DVD collection. Oh my god.
Show us, Phil.
Holy shit.
Show us.
Alright, I'm gonna end the video here.
We're here.
When we come back, we're gonna move on to this corner. Okay, everybody, welcome.
Also, did you oh, I'm not gonna flip back to the other part, but it feels like he's doing this out of obligation. Like he's doing this to make money. Cause it's like, oh, I'm gonna end the video, we're gonna move on, I'm gonna go to that back. Like he seems fucking pissed as he's doing this.
Welcome to part 3 of my condo walkthrough for 2013. And this is the part where I have to...
Yeah, dude. So, Broside Phil, at my grandparents' house in New Jersey, my grandfather had a workbench downstairs. And a lot of times on his workbench, I would just find like shit. I'd find like springs and like disassembled smoke detectors. He tinkered with shit. He built his own lamps. I have a lamp. I'll have to find it. I have a lamp that he built. Like he was a carpenter, electrician, paramedic, fire suppression and systems engineer. He had so many cool fucking jobs, and he knew how to. He built like half of his house by himself with his hands. Very handy guy. But I would see like disassembled smoke detectors that he was like testing and working on. He was a cool as fuck guy. Rest in peace, man.
Warn you, you're about about to go into visual overload.
All right, visual overload.
So
Let's see.
shit in my living room that this is going to not only blow your mind, but you're going to say, Phil, you're a fucking what do they call hoarder?
Yes. Yes. 100%.
That I use and I
100%.
that I
Sway.
have no room to put it anywhere. If I had a house, I would easily be able
Wait
to
a minute. Wait a minute. What did he just say? Let's I want to go back.
I have so much shit that I use and I need.
I have so much shit that I use and I need. But isn't most of this playlist just him going around and pointing at shit in his apartment and going, I don't use that anymore. I don't use that anymore. That's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. So no, you don't use the majority of this shit, dude. So much shit I need. So a little like family lore. My stepfather's mother, who I've been involved with and known since I was 2. She grew up in a place in northern Italy where there was no running water, no electricity, no dentist, no nothing. They were poor. They were poor poultry farmers in rural northern Italy. She survived the Nazi occupations. She saw the fucking SS up close. She lied to Nazi officers and as a 10-year-old girl and got away with it, survived. A whole ton of fucking stories. She's been in a nurse. She's been in a nursing home for a while. So my family has sold her house. She was a fucking hoarder. She hoarded everything. But the difference is, when you grow up poor and you don't have any money, you keep everything because you have no money and you say to yourself, I might need this. I might need this, right? So she had receipts from the 80s. She had card tables from 1982 that she kept, folding chairs, everything, because she might need this, right? That is a mentality you develop over time of having no money for a very long time. Philip has no excuse because Philip has had everything he's ever wanted, and has never not gotten something he's asked for. So the only thing that motivates this type of psychology is a mindset of consumption and a mindset of actual hoarding. This is FOMO. This doesn't come from any kind of deep-seated psychological issue or trauma or past history or whatever. This just comes from the desire to buy things. He enjoys buying things, right?
I have no room to put it anywhere. If I had a house, I would easily be able to store this over the space of the house.
Well, Gray Fox, so I'm only Italian because my mother married like an actual Italian guy. Big ups Paul. Paul is a great guy. Love him. He's a cool guy. Raised me since I was 2. Let's just put it this way. I ate homemade pizza in a basement with plastic on the furniture, which is as Italian as fuck. If you had Italian family members or are Italian, if you know, you know. Purple plastic on the furniture and eating pizza in the basement, in the dirty kitchen. You know what I mean? Real Italians have a clean kitchen and they got a dirty kitchen. If you know, you know.
I don't have a house, okay? So this is a warning, a disclaimer. Now here come all the people who...
I also have a homemade sauce and meatball recipe, by the way, that would absolutely destroy Linda's.
I complain about it because I've, whatever. All right, so first of all, you know what? This light doesn't work at all. Look at this. I was going to use this to... It doesn't work at all. Fuck.
Your mother, your mother, one quarter. Well, I'm technically not Italian, technically speaking, but my stepdad, 100% Italian, and my grandmother, and I consider her my grandmother. My grandmother, growing up, who raised me, was cooking us homemade pasta that she pressed and strained herself, and sauce and Italian sheet pizza. Our entire lives, my brother and I. It's great, really fun.
Hold on, I'll get a better light. Use a light to light my
Dude, speaking of authentic Italian, oh my god. So they have a style of doing meatballs and meat sauce in northern Italy where you don't this must have come down to resources, because how she explained it to me is they don't cook the meatballs separately. When they do meatballs or meat sauce, they don't cook the meat. and the sauce separately. They put it all in one thing, and they just simmer the meat in the sauce for like hours at a time, and it just slow cooks the sauce into the meatballs or just the meat chunks, and it's so good. She does it that way, and I guess that's like specifically a Northern Italian way of doing things. So that's how I've always done it. Yeah, slow cooking. No, yeah. Broside Phil knows what I'm talking about. Because some Italians, depending on where you're from, will cook the meat and the sauce separately, but she always put it all in one thing. So that's how I've always fucking done it. You just have to do it low and slow for like several hours, and it tastes really fucking good.
Come on, there we go.
And also, by the way, you don't need to strain 5 cans of Cento tomatoes. How much sugar did she add? Like 2 tablespoons. She adds like 2 tablespoons of sugar and a little bit of cream to the sauce. That's all you need, man.
Models that are over here.
No, like 2. Like 2. I think when I was a little kid, when I first saw her make it, I would see her do 2. She would just like eyeball 2. It was 2 tablespoons, generous dash of salt, and she'd put a little bit of cream in there. That's all it was. And it was some tomato paste and some diced tomatoes that she'd throw in for chunks for texture, some oregano, some pepper. That's really all it was.
That's right, the heavy from Team Fortress 2. We've got a watch. On top of it is my high school ring.
A watch?
I wonder if I've ever showed you guys this. I don't know if I did or not. That's my high school ring from
No, Chad, you do not need a full cup of sugar. You don't.
I didn't go for
way
the
too
gold
much
one,
sugar.
Even though those were the school colors, blue and gold. I didn't have enough money when I was younger to do that kind of stuff.
You went to Notre Dame, which is a private school in the Fairfield area, by the way. For those of you who don't know Connecticut, Fairfield County, which I believe is where like Fairfield, Litchfield, basically it's a cluster of like very rich towns and neighborhoods adjacent to Bridgeport. Phil went to school in the rich part of town, essentially is what he's saying. He grew up in kind of a shithole that was where most of the white people had moved away by the time he was born. Because to be honest, like that's something that the concept of like the white flight happened very hard in like the late 70s, early 80s in like the Bridgeport area, Hartford, other sorts of like urban centers of Connecticut, if you will. I feel like Linda and Dave were holdouts, but essentially Notre Dame is a pretty nice private school that I was aware of, and I think it's just inside of either Litchfield or Fairfield, but like adjacent to Bridgeport. So basically Phil went to a nice school, but he lived in a shitty neighborhood. But they weren't poor, right? Like it's very evident that like Dave and Linda were not poor. I don't know why he acts like they didn't have money growing up. Like Dave had a good job, and it seems like they've retired comfortably. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Okay. We got all kinds of shit. Look, Mario Kart games that I got as my reward, my wallet, all kinds of shit there. My spare keys to my BMW.
Oh yes, spare keys to his BMW. Oh yes.
That's the soldier from Team Fortress.
G-Man, I knew a couple people. I knew a couple old guys, family friends of mine, who worked on the assembly line of well, not Sikorsky, but Pratt and Whitney, another United Technologies group. So it would have been like similar pay scale. They were like adjacent to Sikorsky. Some of those dudes that had been working there for 30 years were making 90 grand a year. On the assembly line and in the factories towards the end. So I would imagine Dave, as a manager, was making close to 100K a year. So I don't know why Phil is implying that like in high school they didn't have any money. High school would have been like prime working years for David Burnell, and he would have been making decent money, just according to what I know. Again, I only have anecdotal evidence from like family friends that have worked there, but I think Dave was doing okay. What's up, Devilish Face? Hold on. I'm gonna derail. I gotta play something for Devilish Face. Here you go.
Penis sniffing stuff. Penis sniffing stuff.
Okay, Devilish Face is here. The penis sniffing stuff can commence. Oh, speaking of Pastor Miller, after these clips are done, I might go over to some Pastor Miller. I'm gonna stream until my lady comes home, y'all. She usually gets home between 8:30 and 9, so you got me for a little more.
The Philadelphia Zoo with my girlfriend. She told me I should get one, and I did. This is my Scorpion model. This is the model from the collector's
nice camera work, David.
Of The Last of Us. Okay.
Yeah, G-Man. Dave Burnell seems like an upstanding citizen to me. Seems like a totally upstanding citizen to me.
Alright, she bought that for me for Christmas. This is my Dragon Ball Z.
Is that Himalayan Soul?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-star Dragon Ball replica that someone got me, a fan. That's the collector's edition mask from Darksiders 2. This is the
dude, alright, I'm just gonna say this. Him saying, oh, a fan gave me this, a fan gave me that, you know, everything, this, that, and the other thing donated by fans. Don't ever, if Taken L's ever gets like viral or takes off, don't ever send us shit. We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want to call you fans either. I always say, like, when I'm trying to explain to people at my work or my girlfriend or like friends of ours, like what's up, I'll say like, oh yeah, people who watch our streams. That's how I refer to you guys. And I think Lefty does something similar. I just say people that watch our streams do this, that, or the other thing. I never call you fans. I even think the word viewer is a little bit weird.
Songbird from BioShock Infinite Collector's Edition. Underneath there is a watch, which I'm not going to open right now.
Long-time fan. Yes. Whoa, hello.
Poison Ivy. Hubba, look at the tits. Oh my god. Anyway.
He's got a semi right now.
She's got these plants next to her that are viciously biting. Alright. That's a Poison Ivy model. It's a new addition to my collection. Behind her we've got the pin collection from one of the platinum rewards for Club Nintendo one of these years previous. All right, next to her
in the country of L
edition,
yeah,
which I don't know how well you can see.
I'm married, stupid. Yeah, that's right, Sadie. This is only like, this is like T-minus like 3, no, not 3, this is like what, this is 4 years from Cat moving in and him becoming a prude.
This is Sagat, a statue of Sagat.
I do have to say, I am a fan of redheads. My girlfriend at times is a redhead. So I'm a fan of redheads. And Poison Ivy specifically does it. I've always enjoyed Poison Ivy, but like getting a statue like this, it's excessive, man. It's excessive.
Fighter. He's wearing the classic trunks, okay? Not the red and blue, but the yellow and blue, the throwback trunks. He's got an angry face. The reason you may have seen other statues with his stoic face is because this is the collector's edition.
Guys, yeah, guys, folks, yeah. I hate calling people fans. The word fan implies like a parasocial connection that I want nothing to do with.
A limited amount of people paid for. It's a little bit extra.
I also think our content is too stupid for people to become fans of, if that makes sense. If you enjoy watching the streams, watch the streams, but I think our content is fucking dumb. I mean, I like making content, and I'm glad that some of you are entertained by it, but like, our content is too stupid for to be considered a fandom. Let's face facts. None of this matters. None of it is meaningful enough to call you guys fans, so fuck that.
Yeah, I actually do have a standard face as well, but this is the collector's.
We're happy you guys watch us, though. That's all we want.
Real fabric trunks. Real fabric photographs. I love this fucking statue. And he's the pair to Guile, who I've had for years, but we'll...
I like that Guile. That Guile statue's actually sick.
Chun-Li, we've got...
I'll never call you a fan, Shody Taint. Never.
That I got from my friend T. Carter back in the day from our local arcade.
Sometimes. I like steak.
We've also got
I like steak, Broside Phil.
A Ryu action figure, but in front of that, this is another one you might not have seen.
Phil Enjoyers. Yes, yes.
Which is absolutely awesome. I love it.
I call I call, like, when I like another channel, I'll say like, oh yeah, I'm also I'm also a Atlas the Bookkeeper enjoyer, or a Misery Merchant enjoyer, or like I'll say I've enjoyed someone's streams. Like I'll say like I was talking to someone the other day, and I was like, oh, I've enjoyed a Broside Phil stream. You know, it's a very like dignified way to talk about something you like. You just say, oh yeah, I've enjoyed that, or like I'm an enjoyer of that stream, whatever.
Look at that.
Chad St. John, Philip Satyrus. Yeah, I like that, Philip Satyrus.
Right. We've got the statue from the Dead Space 3 Collector's Edition, which is the icon or the idol of I forget what it is, the marker. That's right.
You guys know though, my biggest soft spots. I have 3 very big soft spots. Lefty, obviously. Oh, it's always gonna be Lefty. Detractor Beam and Misery Merchant. 3 biggest soft spots. Love those guys.
The Duke Nukem bust. It's very small from the Duke Nukem
Bust
Collector's Edition from a couple of years back. The Medic from Team Fortress 2, alright? Whose glasses, by the way, I don't know if the last time I did a condo tour if I had the Medic.
Glasses.
His glasses came busted. So I actually took a paper clip.
Lefty is the toxic to my nice. Come on. Lefty is the toxic to my nice, man. We balance each other out. Although Lefty's stepping away for a bit, so it's only me. It's only me, fur. So now I guess I have to be more toxic? Question mark? I don't know.
Basically fused it together with super glue to make his glasses. Those are not the original glasses. I made half of those myself. All right. We got the bobblehead.
Oh, check out these glasses. I made them myself. Oh.
We got the Isaac Clarke statue of Dead Space. I don't have it plugged in, so I can't.
That actually is a sick statue, by the way. Isaac Clarke. It's a good one.
Very cool. All right. This is the lamp, the collector's edition lamp from Metal Gear Solid Rising, or I'm sorry, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah, it's not a Metal Gear Solid game, dude. It's not. It's not.
It's not plugged in right now, but obviously you've seen
Metal Gear Solid implies a very like specific arc and timeline.
You can see the video of me unboxing and plugging it in on the King of Fate vlogs. This is the tank from Left 4 Dead 2. This is the female sack girl. Obviously sack boy.
Sack boy.
That a fan sent me several years ago. A picture that my girlfriend.
Also, dude, don't ever send things to Phil. If any Phil enjoyers are unironically listening, don't ever send things to Phil. Just don't.
Bought me a Too Many Games last year. That's cute, of Mario and his friend. And this is the Guile statue. This is actually made, I believe, by the same company as the Sagat statue. Only this was the one from.
Yeah, I can tell.
I've had this for a long time, and so I have him here near the American flag. Okay. All right, this is where shit gets serious, because you're gonna say, "What the fuck am I looking at?" All right. You're about to see a royal mess. This is what has happened to my condo in the past year. I've got so much stuff that my condo just can't. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the floor.
Dude, this means it's time to let things go. Like, let something go. Like, you have to let things go. Let your possessions go. They don't all matter to you. Like, Jesus Christ. Look at all this trash.
Look at this.
You have to let things go. Like, in order to grow as a person, sometimes you have to get rid of some of your shit. And Phil just refuses. He will never throw out anything. And I think it extends to how he does everything, if you think about it. He holds grudges like a motherfucker. He never lets anything go psychologically, right? If you think of his psychology and his mindset and the way he behaves, he still talks about Sikorsky to this day. He still talks about the FGC to this day. He still talks about getting laid off to this day. He never lets anything go, and I think that extends from inside his head to the garbage he surrounds himself with. Yeah, only ice bleach. I told them to buy the figure. Yeah, he mentioned that a few months ago. The Wolverine figure. We got a refresh of that.
It's a fucking hideous mess.
I gotta tell you something. Letting go is an incredibly liberating thing, and I advise everyone to do it when you can. Let go.
And I really wish that I had somewhere to put this shit, but I don't.
And I like a lot of all the models and everything, obviously, the gameplay equipment and all that. I need all this stuff, but I have nowhere to fucking put anything.
You only have yourself to blame, Philip. You accrued all this shit and had no strategy for getting rid of it.
Because I live in a tiny condo and I need a bigger place, okay?
So remember, he needs a bigger place to put all his shit. Like, primarily to put all his shit.
So, my first bar stool...
Like, that's his first thought in getting a bigger place. My first thought in getting a bigger place, because we are soon, by sometime in October. Dude, I have this whole gimmick lined up, right? I don't want to... Alright, I didn't want to talk about this because it may not happen. And I don't like to talk about stuff on stream that may not happen. But I have this gimmick where I want to make a intercom phone system out of a bunch of old rotary phones, because you can do that. I've been doing the research, and I want to bring back the call-in show, but I want to make it so that when someone calls in the call-in show, like a red desk phone rings, I pick it up and I go, "Hello, you're on the air." I think that'd be a very fun stream gimmick, and like that's something I can only rig up if I have like a weird space where I can run like a telecom network through my own house, right? Like that's fucking cool. That's the kind of weird nerd shit I've never had space for. Yeah, I literally want a bat phone. Because remember when I used to do the call-in show, like way back, like early Taken L's, I had the roast, I had the call-in show that we used to do. I want to bring that back, but I want to have people call an actual number. Yeah, Devilish Face, I literally want to pick it up and go, click, hello, you're on the air. And I want people to literally be able to call in and like interrupt the stream at certain points. And I want to rig up like analog technology to like a VoIP system, and I'm going to build it. And like that's the kind of shit I'm looking forward to in moving into like a new house. Phil just wants space to put all his shit. Like he's so boring. He's boring.
Has the Lego games, which
So if I can look forward to bat phone streams sometime later this year, if I can. Oh yeah, dude, it's Timo, it's totally like what I'm talking about is totally possible. I've done the research and I've figured out what I need to do. I just need to find like a couple rotary phones that I can take apart and cannibalize to make it go. But it's totally possible.
Talked about that I love. I started playing these Lego games. I played Lego Indiana Jones and I got hooked. So I bought all the Lego games, well, not all of them, but a lot of them here on Xbox 360.
Yeah. So Devilish Face, I want to bring back a call-in show, but it's going to be a lot more structured. That's what I want to. I want to literally have like a panel of guests. Maybe it would be like, you know, me, Lefty if he wants, like Snood. You know, I'd have like one or two people just hanging out, and then we'd have people call in. But we'd have like one person call in to derail at the time, because the roast got chaotic because like 9 people would all be on the call at the same time, and it was way too much. So I literally want to make like a bat phone that I'll pick up at random times, and like the stream can hear it, I can hear it. Very fun shit. I
played through Lego Indiana Jones and Lego Star Wars. I'm now playing Lego Batman 1.
Because I've had a yearning to bring the call-in show back for a long time, but if it comes back, I want it to be big. I want it to fucking hit, man. I just said Hitman without even knowing it. Big ups Hitman, by the way.
Their stuff as I always do. I'm sure I'll get back to them. But below them is the release list. Look, printed 4/16. So it says 4/16/13. The release games list from GameStop. Okay, so that games list is a quarter out of date, by the way. An entire quarter out of the way. They printed this for me in April, and I never really did anything with it. I was supposed to update my gaming calendar with it, okay? Since then, I already have, so that's kind of old shit. This is the box.
So it's trash. You're keeping actual trash around you. Okay.
That I bought my laptop from. They gave me a really good open box price, even cheaper than...
Oh, Timo, the Agent 86 shoe phone. Oh, what if I built a shoe phone? What if it was a phone? Because you can buy a phone receiver that's like a Maxwell Smart shoe. That would be hype. Wait, hold on. I have to say this out loud so I remember it. Okay, so Chat, you should be able to guess. If I was gonna build a shoe phone that's Dark Side Phil related, what kind of shoe should the phone receiver be? I'll let chat answer, because there's a very obvious answer. What kind of shoe should the phone receiver be if I build a shoe phone? Because a shoe phone is totally possible. Absolutely possible. Fucking Silent Weapons got it. New Balance. A New Balance shoe phone receiver. It's possible. I want to start by building the rotary phone network, because I also want my girlfriend to be able to call me while I'm streaming. You guys won't hear it, but like if she needs something or like she needs me to cut the stream, I want the bat phone to ring, and I want to be like, hey, what's up? And then if she tells me that like, hey, we gotta go, I can stop. It'd be cool. Because I want to have one. I want to have one downstairs when you come in the house. I want to have one in like my office / streaming space, and then I want to have one somewhere else. I want to have at least 3.
That one for the laptop. That's what I use for streaming daily and for on the road for watching movies and also for editing. This is the box from The Last of Us Collector's Edition. Below it is my special machinima Xbox 360. Yes, the one that they sent me like a month ago.
Dude, 250 gigabyte hard drive. I would have killed for 250 gigs on the 360. Holy shit, man.
Ago, and I did a video on. There it is. It's on the floor.
I appreciate that, Deposit Maker. I have a way. I think I have a reliable way to make a VoIP system. You can build. All you have to do is find an old router. A lot of old routers and switches actually do have telecom ports in them, so you just have to find a router with telecom ports, and then you can hook that up to like a Raspberry Pi to run your VoIP, and then you just need cables to run, pretty much.
They're a bunch of shit, and I'm not using it.
I think I'll be okay.
Here we've got. This is a special battery charger. Okay, this battery charger is used to charge portable devices like my iPad.
Big ups Anchor, I guess. Anchor Electronics.
I actually bought it because my iPhone was dying at the airport. My iPhone's way over there. My iPhone was dying at the airport in Dallas when our flight was delayed.
Okay.
I needed a phone to work because I needed to call our ride to pick us up from the airport. So I had to buy this, and I'm going to be charging this and using this on.
Wait, so he bought a portable charger, like a notebook charger, because his phone was out of batteries. So he went into like one of those airport electronics kiosks, bought this, just so that he needed a phone. That's so weird. That's so weird.
From now on, we got various Bluetooth headset and a charger. Below it, that's right. That's the DDP yoga set that I was playing.
Oh, Timo says some routers have VoIP built in. I should research that. I should figure out a model of router that has VoIP baked into it. That would save the Raspberry Pi, because the method that I was looking into required connecting a Raspberry Pi to an existing router with VoIP infrastructure, but I may not need to.
DDP.
We'll see.
Actually doing yoga poses. Look at this guy. Guess what? How the fuck would I do yoga? Here's my.
Oh, you know what? Deposit Maker. Well, so they're not running LAN ports in our condo, sadly, or not LAN ports, excuse me, landline ports, telecom ports in our condo, because it's 2024 and like the contractors just don't. But you're right. If there was existing phone lines, I could just use those.
There's my table. That's like not even 4 feet. I don't know how I thought I was going to be able to do yoga in here. I'm going to obviously have to move all my equipment, which
No, you can't do yoga in there because you have too much shit.
I can't do because I need this table here to record every day. So there's no room in this condo to do yoga. All right? I just can't do it here. And it sucks because
Oh, dude.
To move all my equipment, which
Hold
I can't
on.
do because I need this table here to record every day. So there's no room
Where is
in
it?
this condo to do yoga.
I need it. This mic, the producer USB mic, was the one I was talking about. I was talking about earlier in this stream how I in college I ended up with a producer USB mic, and it actually had theft protection built into it, where you had to have Pro Tools installed on the computer you were using it on. You had to have a valid, registered, and active copy of Pro Tools on the computer you were using in order for this to even work. It was shit DRM, but it was a good USB mic.
All right.
Honestly, Phil could have used this like forever. He could still use it today. I know people that still use this exact mic like for streaming today. It's a very good, very rugged, high quality mic, and you could get them for like $100.
Can't do it here, and it sucks.
You're right, to Pasta Maker. I could run my own lines. I could. I'll figure it out.
Really wanted to do it to help my back, and I can't. All right, we've got a battery charger down there. We've got bags, various satchel bags and different bags. This is candles. My girlfriend loves candles. She bought me, like I said, this.
Fort Worth Raised, they would bundle in, I think it was Pro Tools Lite. There was a program called Pro Tools Lite where you could do like, it was basic tracking, basic mixing. You could bounce shit to layer new tracks, but you couldn't run filters or plugins on it. It was just a very lightweight suite. But I remember having to install Pro Tools Lite, or else the microphone like would not work. Like the computer would not recognize it. But I think there's a workaround. I remember a friend of mine saying that later on. I think M Audio was the manufacturer of the producer USB. I think they released drivers that didn't require the Pro Tools login.
Geo to Christmas, and when she's here, we burn candles every night. And it smells good, I'll be honest. It smells really good. It's a good way to deodorize my place, because I'll be honest, I don't clean my place.
All right, he needs to deodorize his place.
So it's a good way to
Great, awesome.
my place. And so we have a
amazing
box full of fucking candles here that we burn.
Amazing.
I'm not embarrassed to say it. You know, I have a girlfriend that I love.
You should be embarrassed to say that your place smells like shit and you have to deodorize it. That's weird, man.
I share stuff with her. If you think that burning candles is gay, you're a dick.
Wait. Where's this coming from? Hold on.
Burn from time to time. I'm not embarrassed to say it. You know, I have a girlfriend that I love, and I share stuff with her. If you think that burning candles is gay, you're a dick.
What he just said without saying it, and this is so fucking funny to me, but what he actually said without saying it is, God damn it, I am a heterosexual male who has sex with a heterosexual woman, and we occasionally burn candles. I am not gay. He said that so hard, and it's so funny to me.
All right. Behind there, if you can believe it, a full M8 Avenger full-scale replica assault rifle from Mass Effect 3. Yes, this was going to be used in Project 7, and we never got to that episode.
Dude, holy shit.
Son of a bitch, alright? Wow, we're 10 minutes in, and I only just got around the corner of the counter. This is going to be a very long series. We're going to get back to this in a second. I'll be right back. Whew, okay. Part 4 of my condo tour for 2013, okay? In my back corner, as has been here since the beginning, my regular DVD collection, part of it anyway, okay? Lots of...
Alright, what okay, so he's got Chappelle's Season 1, Chappelle's Season 2, these are all out of order. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Billy Madison, Donnie Brasco, okay, Donnie Brasco, fucking good. Good movie, Donnie Brasco is. King Kong, Peter Jackson, presumably. I can't read most of these, just based on how blurry everything is, but I don't know.
I'll be honest, I haven't watched these movies in quite some time. In the corner there, you got my old tripod, you see it?
You see it? You see it? Oh, it's got a level on it and everything. It's a nice tripod, decent.
It doesn't really work anymore. The legs are butt.
Okay, we've got Zodiac, we've got 48 Hours, Batman Begins, okay. The Rise and Fall of Something, The Host. That's weird. That's a weird pick for DSP to own. The Host, Inside Man. Dude, Inside Man's fucking rules. If you guys haven't seen Inside Man, watch it. It's my favorite Spike Lee film. I know everybody says Do the Right Thing, and Do the Right Thing is probably objectively the best film Spike Lee ever made. Like, he peaked in film school in a lot of ways, but Inside Man is really special. Like, there's a couple twists in there. That were, I'm just gonna say it like this. There are twists that were there the whole time, that are simultaneously there the whole time, like right in front of you, but also twists that you never saw coming. Very good.
So if you try to set it up, the legs just...
Oh god, I gotta watch Inside Man. Maybe I'll watch Inside Man in the Discord sometime. We'll have a watch party.
Don't stay out.
Because I'm due for a viewing of the Inside Man. That movie's so fucking good, and it's been like 10 years since I seen it.
I don't know why I held on to it. Below you see 100 bags. A bunch of bags for different transport. The one on top there is for my current laptop, which also, if you can believe it, is busted. I've used that one so much that the legs are busted.
Why? Why do you have all... He has all this broken shit that he, like, never gets rid of, and he complains he doesn't have space. Why?
Old laptop, my old tripod, my newer tripod, they're both busted. Bags everywhere, what a hideous mess. We move on. The Hulk statue, which you've seen, and actually from now on, I don't think we're gonna need this light anymore, so I'm gonna turn it off.
This is him and Leanna? This looks like a father-daughter picture here. I'm uncomfortable by this picture, by the way. I don't... Nope.
The light's obnoxious, how could you use it? Alright, whatever.
Oh yeah, and the stack of guides here. Can I get a clean frame? Nah. Not high enough resolution to look at.
Alright, whatever. Here we go. The Hulk statue. An old school favorite.
Dude, it's all trash, Visible Dimwits. All fucking trash.
Okay, my lamp. We've got
another box of tissues. So he's got a box of tissues here. He's got a box of tissues on the other side near his desk. He's got a box of tissues in the bathroom. He's got a box of tissues in his bedroom on the nightstand table. 4 boxes of tissues. Dude, this guy was cranking it. This guy was cranking it like no one's fucking business, dude.
PS Move shit, as you can see back there, neglected, uncharged, thrown to the wayside, because who the fuck uses the PS Move anymore, right? The photo from New York Comic Con, I believe this was 2011 when John and I went last.
OJ? I'm trying to pick these people out. That's OJ. I recognize him. Don't know who this person is. This is probably like a normie or a DSP enjoyer. Don't know who this person is. This could be... No, this isn't Brian. Brian's bigger, isn't he? But this is definitely OJ. The guy in the hat. He's got longer hair, got a hat. Definitely OJ. I don't know who this person is.
With some fans posing with us, which was awesome. Okay. The Sonic statue that a fan gave me at 2-minute game.
Oh, look at the dust. Look at the dust on the Sonic. Poor Sonic, man.
2012.
Holy moly.
This is the photo that my girl...
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit, dude. She looks so small. And she looks so young. This literally looks like a father and her kid. Like, this is uncomfortable. If I was 31, dating a lady that looked and acted like she did, I would not have friends anymore. My friends would probably literally stop talking to me. No smile on his face. Just a big old awkward weirdo. Well, she is, yeah. My friends would stop speaking to me. I guarantee you. My friends would just stop speaking to me. Especially if I was dating a girl this insufferable.
Girlfriend and I took at a Hard Rock Cafe in Orlando, Florida.
Hold on. I feel like this is worth a screenshot. So hold on. For all you screenshotters, actually no, I know a way I can do it. Here, I'll use the snipping tool. Here, I want to post this in the Discords later. Nope, that was bad drag. I don't want the YouTube Premium in there. I'll drag it from here. Here to here. Clean. Okay. I'll post that up later. I feel like that's worth, this weird shot is worth cataloging.
Orlando, Florida, last summer. We're almost a full year circle and going on a new vacation sim. Unfortunately,
it does look Photoshopped, doesn't it?
Joe, if Joe's watching this video, he's gonna be so
it looks
upset.
bad.
This is a figure that Joe bought me as a Christmas present this past year when he visited to do some co-op.
It's Black Cat.
John Rambo. And as you know, if you're a longtime fan, I do have these figures. There's Psylocke, and over here we've got the Scarlet Witch. I'm a fan of these style of figures. Oh, she's almost about to fall off. Holy shit. I guess the speakers have been too loud recently.
You're a fan of these style of figures. You're a fan of, like, scantily clad, big-boobed, redheaded ladies? Yeah, sure. Sure, dude.
But, I like
oh, yeah. Good catch, Ziggy. He mentioned Joe, which he never mentions Joe or Paul. Like, Joe and Paul, like, because there was another guy in Respect the Pack, I think Paul was his name. He never gets mentioned, ever, ever, ever. And then his friend Joe, who was in a few playthroughs, never gets mentioned. It's always John and Howard. John and Howard, occasionally Andre, and OJ. But it's Joe and Paul. Fuck Joe and Paul, I guess.
Figures, and I saw them at New York Comic Con 2011.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, she's almost about to fall off. Holy shit. I guess the speakers have been too loud recently. But I like those figures, and I saw them at New York Comic Con 2011.
Oh, I thought we'd get a good frame of the computer screen. Big up Smoke, Jaguar. Your TTS will hit in a second, bro.
I really want.
Thank you for the 5, man. I appreciate it.
I like this one. I thought this was one of the best ones, and I went online looking for it, and I couldn't find it. It was sold out everywhere, especially because Black Cat, as you know, I have history with her.
Black Cat?
Hubba hubba. Anyway.
Cat.
Joe actually found the figure.
Thanks for the support. Smoke Jaguar 986 says, "Wish I could have been there when Leanna brought Phil home."
I mean, we have some kind of there, and Doomer Ziggy will know. There is some kind of video in which Leanna's mom is around. I want to say they take a tour of an old prison, and Leanna's mom is kinda in that vlogging series. There's like old prison vlogs and something else. They go to a restaurant together. But yeah, dude, imagine her mother, because I think Leanna's mom's a single mom. She's mentioned that her mother's single mom. Imagine being a single mom and your 18 or 19-year-old high school dropout daughter brings this fucking guy home. Imagine that.
And bought it for me for Christmas. The problem being, the figure is very poorly manufactured. And this is the first time I'm publicly talking about
How's
this.
that?
She's got a piece of plastic on her foot that literally snapped the second I fucking put it into the slot. Right here, you see it right there? That's the slot. I'm supposed to put the foot into the slot. It went as soon as I put it in.
Dude, I bet it was just a grug moment. A total grug moment, man. That's all it was, dude. He just jammed it in there, square pegged it, literally.
So,
thank you to Pasta Maker. I appreciate you. Thank you for the 2, man.
Stand up. And I'm so angry about it because I know Joe probably spent a lot of money getting this for me as a present, and it has stood up from time to time during the year, but at one point the plastic just gave out and I can't get it to stand up anymore. And eventually I will find a way to repair it, but for now I'm like, alright, I give up.
Oh, Shiny Teeth says, that prison gave me the idea of living in a gated community. Maybe that's actual lore. Maybe.
You can do. Here we've got strategy guides from recent games: Far Cry 3, Grand Theft Auto 4.
Okay, Borderlands, Dead or Alive 5, Tekken. Dude, again, if he's some fighting game Chad, why is he buying fighting game guides? I swear, him buying guides was probably him going to pick up games at GameStop, and the dude behind the counter like redeeming his pre-order with him was probably like, hey Phil, do you want the guide? And I bet Phil always said yes, because he has had Street Fighter guides, he's had Tekken guides, and he won at least one Tekken tournament that we know of, and he was a pro Street Fighter player. So I bet he got the upsell on the Prima guide every single time. I bet that's the lore behind that.
Which I just played as a retro replay: Resident Evil 6, Dead or Alive 5, Borderlands 2, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. So you have an idea of...
Thanks for the support. The Pastum Forker says, I have a history with nail bites, Kate.
The Pastum Formaker says, that's funny. My TTS lady didn't know how to say your name. Big ups to Pasta Maker. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 2.
How old some of these are. Below this is my backpack that I take on trips, okay? That's what I pack most of my stuff into. Underneath there, we've got... Oh my
So Fort Worth Rays says, I'm anti-strategy guide, but it's cool. It's cool to get the collector's edition one. Yeah, I mean, so this is probably no surprise, right? But the only collector's edition thing I bought was Hitman 2 on PC. When Square dumped IO Interactive, and I thought Hitman was going to go away forever, I ordered a Hitman on disc Steam Collector's Edition with the steelbook case, the art book, and the soundtrack, because I thought it'd be fucking cool to have, because I'm obsessed with Hitman anyway. If there's something I'm really into, I'll get like a nice steelbook or collector's edition. In the case of Hitman, I thought it was going to go away forever, so I wanted it. I wanted it on disc. I wanted something I could always boot up. So I do have the collector's edition of Hitman in a box in this apartment.
God, it's the PS Move fucking rifle. I don't even know what it's called anymore because only like 2 games supported it, like SOCOM.
SOCAD.
If you can believe it, the sign that we used at MagFest and then subsequently too many games to advertise, yes, Project 7, it's still here. I never moved it, okay? Wow.
Wow. It's garbage. It's actual garbage, dude.
We've got the Ouya box.
Frog Machine is absolutely right. Modern fighting game guides would be useless as soon as the first patch hits. And the meta's going to change. Like, there's going to be meta that the strategy guide is not going to anticipate. You're better off just honestly watching videos about meta or trying to learn yourself.
The Xbox 360 box from my new Xbox 360 that I just bought recently. This is actually the container that holds my Astro 840 headphones and all the wires for it. Under there, we got the Injustice strategy guide. There's another strategy guide under there. I don't even know what it is.
Wait, hold on. So this is a box for another Xbox. Did you guys catch that? Look at this. Look at this. There's another Xbox box. Right, like this is a whole system. So he's got the Machinima one. He's got the one that's plugged into his TV, and he's got whatever this box is. So potentially 3 Xbox 360s. Like in his condo at the time of this recording. That's wild, dude.
The Xbox 360 box from my new Xbox 360 that I just bought recently.
Wait, so he had one already. He had the Machinima one, 250 gig. Then he bought another one? Triple Xbox, dude. Triple Xbox. If I had a Machinima 250 gig Xbox, I'd be using that one. What the fuck, dude?
This is actually the container that holds my Astro 840 headphones and all the wires for it. Under there, we got the Injustice strategy guide. There's another strategy
It's a lot. So he has a lot of shit. And I don't like it.
That's right. The Wii U box is there. And then, if you can believe it, this is the Tekken 6 joystick.
Like, are you guys noticing? Like, he's pissed at the fact that he has all this trash in his condo. Like, he's pissed because he's going, oh, if you can believe it, I still have this and I still have that. If you can believe it, you know, this, that, and the other thing. So he's pissed at all the trash around him, but he's like, I don't have anywhere to put it all. Dude, you accrued all this trash, Philip. It's you. It's you. The problem is you, dude.
I don't know if you can hold on. Now I actually need a little flashlight for a second to show you this. You're not going to believe this. The Tekken 6 joystick that I wanted too many games, 2011. That's right, before we were guests. We were going to be guests, but we couldn't get there in time to do our panel.
And this looks like when MK... No, this is Injustice, I think, because it's NetherRealms, WB, and DC Comics. This is Injustice, I think. This is an Injustice something.
Won this by winning the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tournament in 2011. It's on my floor sitting there collecting dust. I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, Silent Weapon says Phil just enjoys complaining. You're right. He just likes complaining. He can't think of anything good to do, in the words of Ferris Bueller. Cameron, you're not dying. You just can't think of anything good to do. And like, Ferris Bueller is an asshole and a scumbag, but he was right. He just couldn't think of anything good to do. And Phil is that guy. Phil is that exact guy who will complain about everything because he just can't think of anything good to do.
I can't believe we're 5 minutes in.
Oh, could be Mortal Kombat versus DC. Oh yeah, you know what? It's more likely Mortal Kombat versus DC because they were doing the Versus series for a few years there.
This video.
Good catch.
Up here we've got the artwork that's always hung on my walls for several years now. You got Leonardo doing the dive kick, Mario stomping on a Goomba, Mario doing the jump here.
Mario.
Super Mario Brothers 1 painting of Mario throwing fireballs at King Koopa. He was called King Koopa back then.
Oh, CM Punk.
This is a recent
yes.
edition, I believe from April, I want to say. The commemorative plaque of CM Punk, who held the WWE Championship for 434 days until the WWE buried him. This is my sofa. The infamous.
That's all changed, by the way. CM Punk is relevant still.
Belch sofa.
Nice burp. Nice pregnancy pillow. Big ups on the pregnancy pillow. Look at this chonker of a stick, by the way. Look at this fucking chonker of a stick. Holy shit.
I sit on when I make my gameplay videos, okay?
Okay.
This is the coffee table that I sit in front of, and now you're literally in my perspective as I'm sitting at my coffee table.
Oh, so he had a snowball then. He had a blue snowball. That's a good mic.
Playing game.
I recommended someone that mic the other day. I think it was Kevin in the Discord was this saying like, hey, is this cool? I was like, yeah, get one of those, man. They're good. Good starters.
All right.
Yeah, 4 remotes, dude. Get a universal, man. Get a universal. And he has some kind of 8-bit DOE SNES controller, I think.
These controllers out of the way. This is the mouse that I use to start and stop the direct capture of videos, okay?
Okay.
We've got various movies that I'm watching. I just watched
Okay.
Rises tonight, which is an excellent movie except for the character of Bane that's a piece of shit. The rest.
No, Bane is good. His dialogue is just poorly mixed. It's inaudible. Bane is fine. Bane is absolutely fine.
The movie is outstanding. I don't know what they were thinking. That's my.
So, to think of what he just said.
Various movies that I'm watching. I just watched The Dark Knight Rises tonight, which is an excellent movie except for the character of Bane that's a piece of shit.
Other than the main villain, well, arguably you find out later on that Bane is not the main heavy of Dark Knight Rises. Spoilers, he's not the only one. But other than the main villain and the guy they marketed the entire movie behind, the movie was good. What logic is that? You don't like the movie. Just say you don't like something. It's okay to not like something. I think The Dark Knight Rises is kind of mid, but I also think it's fine. But it's not blowing my socks off. I think of the Nolan trilogy, it peaked at Batman Begins, and it was never as good. It was never as good as the first 40 minutes of Batman Begins. That was good. That was good storytelling, good world building shit, and then it was declining from there. Fight me.
The rest of the movie is outstanding. I don't know what they were thinking. That's my blue. What the fuck's it called? Oh my god.
It's a snowball, dude.
I'm sorry, I cannot remember the
It's
name
fine.
of this microphone right now. It's the blue something. I don't know why I can't remember it right now, but that's my microphone that I use for gameplay.
It's way too far away, by the way.
Playthroughs, okay? The one that's been full.
It's way too far away.
Yeah, that's it. There's my mug where I drink from. That's one of my headsets. That's the one I use tonight.
Yeah, dude, Game Master, Batman 89 still hits. It still hits really hard. It's probably the Batman movie that's aged the best out of everything. It's so good.
For gameplay off the
I like, okay, Almighty Bri, I don't want to derail on movies too much because it's my weakness. I like The Dark Knight, but it's not as good as Batman Begins. Not as good as Batman Begins. And maybe it was a time and a place. I was, what, 17 when Batman Begins came out? Or no. What year did Batman Begins come out? I'm going to dox my real age here. I've already told you guys my, I'm 34. I've said that like a million times. Batman Begins. 2005. Okay. I was 15 when Batman Begins came out, and it fucking slapped hard. I remember going to the theater with my friends and absolutely being floored by that movie. So maybe it was a place and time, and I found The Dark Knight Rises, or I found The Dark Knight to be a little bit underwhelming and hard to follow because it does a lot. The Dark Knight arguably does too much in one movie. I think it should have been 2 movies, to be honest.
Yeah, that's my Triton Pro Plus. Hey, look, it's my iPad, which I use to talk to my girlfriend, to tweet, to play stupid movies.
Okay, so we've got people that are slightly older than me in the chat. Well, big ups all you 30-somethings in the chat, by the way. Big ups.
I'm actually currently grinding an Earthbound on my monitor here, so here's my USB SNES controller that I'm using to grind, okay? Various other controllers here.
Wait a minute, hold on. I think
SNES controller that I'm using to...
Let's check out this fancy stylus pen. Did you guys notice this? This is not a pen, it's a stylus. This is a fancy ass stylus. Because it has the rounded capacitive point. This chucklehead went out of his way to buy like a fancy fucking stylus. Oh my god, look at this. I've never noticed this before, but this is a stylus. So he has a stylus for his iPad and he's not an artist. That's cringe. I have a stylus with my phone because it came with it.
Grind, okay.
And there's nothing wrong with using a stylus for an iPad, to be clear. The only people there's 2 types of people I know that use stylus for the iPad. Very old people who prefer styluses to fingers, and that's perfectly fine. Or artists. I know artists that are all into stylus.
Various other controllers here.
Oh, Broside Phil has a weakness for fountain pens. Yeah, fountain pens are cool. I had a friend in college that had like an actual fountain pen, and it seemed really neat. My penmanship is dog shit, though. I could never justify a fountain pen.
Moving on. Look, I have surround sound speakers at the edges of my couch.
Look at all the dust.
Surround sound.
Oh my god.
Here is a
4 fountain pens? Big ups, dude.
I'll very gladly accept this. That's my current laptop. Underneath it is my Ilium.
What brand of laptop is that?
That's my current laptop. Underneath.
Oh, he bought a Samsung laptop? Dude, Samsung laptops are very expensive. Like, I like Samsung products. I am a Samsung mark. I have a Samsung watch. I have Samsung earbuds. I have a Samsung phone and a Samsung TV. I am a mark. They make good products, but a Samsung, or no. Yeah, Samsung laptop? Holy shit. The markup on those. The only laptop more expensive than a Samsung laptop was a Sony Vaio laptop. If you know, you know. Everyone had that rich friend that had a Sony Vaio laptop back when Sony used to make those. Those were expensive. On the hierarchy, it was Sony, Samsung, and then everything else in terms of price range. Everything else was below Sony and Samsung. IBM had some very expensive models, but they weren't Sony and Samsung. Holy shit. That's like the most expensive Windows laptop he could have bought at the time, I'm pretty sure.
Alienware laptop, which is almost broken. If I'm afraid to open it again, honestly, because I'm afraid if I open it, the hinges are going to snap. The hinges do not stay together.
That's all right. If the laptop hinges snap, you can fix them and the data's still recoverable. Who cares?
Every time I open it, it like almost falls apart.
Yeah, so it's garbage then. It's garbage. Why are you retaining garbage? It's garbage.
I know it's going to break, so I have not used it in months since I bought my new Samsung laptop.
Yeah, dude, Silent Weapons. The build quality on Samsung products is very good. I remember on one of our last streams you mentioned in the chat you're still rocking like a Samsung phone from a long time ago. Samsung phones last a long time too, as long as you take care of them.
Which is on top of it, okay? I guess I should show you. There you go. It's the Coach and Little Mac from Punch Out in a painting. We've got
Reap wants a framework laptop. Framework laptops seem neat. I don't really have a lot of use for a laptop yet. I want to go to a 2-system setup when I move into the new house, so I might buy a beefy laptop to run OBS and the stream off of, and I might capture my PC with a capture card just to give myself a little bit more power when I'm gaming. But yeah, I don't know.
Paintings that I got last year at Too Many Games of Earthbound characters. We've got this painting. I think it's
oh, you got an ROG Silent Weapons? Big ups. Those are solid.
From Level Up Studios of the very fly hotties of gaming. Classic gaming, by the way. This is my model of She-Hulk, which some people are telling me is extremely rare at this point.
Oh, it's a rare figure.
Wow, that's great. I got her like really early. I pre-ordered her before Marvel vs. Capcom 3 even came out, knowing that she was.
I got to my mute button before the sneeze, guys. I did it.
Awesome.
Yes.
My iPhone, my Nintendo 3DS, my Wii U gamepad. Let's do the comparison here. My iPhone, my Nintendo 3DS. The Wii U gamepad. It's fucking stupidly large. It doesn't even...
Dude, it's a gamepad. It's a gamepad. It's basically a tablet. Hello?
Need to be that large. It's so dumb. There's my PS Vita, completely unused.
Again, he's calling all this shit dumb, but he bought it. You bought it, you mark.
Used for 100 years. A mini tripod. My Beats headphones.
I'm not familiar with the framework, actually. I've heard people talk about it, but I'm not that familiar. I'm gonna look it up in another tab.
I have to say, I cannot take responsibility for the red wire. The red wire is there because my power went out repeatedly last night, and my dad came and gave me an extension cable because the power over there was not working, but here was.
Wait. Did you guys catch that? I want you guys to listen to this.
For the red wire shit over here, all right? There's so
listen to him talk about the red wire. I want you to listen carefully, and I want you to see if you understand why I am fixating on this. Let's have a listen again.
So much shit. I've even gone. If you go to the floor now, the red wire. I have to say, I cannot take responsibility for the red wire. The red wire is there because my power went out repeatedly last night, and my dad.
Okay, let's break it down. Power went out repeatedly last night. Red wire. Okay, got it. But the next part, or this part that he just said, ready?
Responsibility for the red wire. The red wire is there because my power went out repeatedly last night, and my dad came and gave me an extension cable because the power over there was not working, but here was. That red wire is usually not there, and it will not be.
Okay, so I want you guys to understand. Yes, so Fuse, Timo's got it. It's probably just a quick flip of the circuit, and it would have been fine. If he went over to the breaker box, flip it all the way into the off position, force it back into the on position, probably fine. That's problem 1. Problem 2, what he just said, quote, "My power wasn't working last night. I called my dad and he brought over an extension cable." DSP, presumably in the middle of the night, had to call up David Burnell to give him a red utility extension cord. Think about how useless this man is. He didn't have it on hand, or he didn't think to actually just flip the breaker box back. Most of the time, you flip the breaker all the way to the off position, like further than you think it should go. It resets, and then you flip it back onto the on position after a few seconds. Simple solution that most people would have figured out, but he definitely overloaded a circuit. But he had to call his father in the middle of the night to bring over an extension cable. Come on, dude. Come on. 31 years old. 31 years old, dude.
There tomorrow when when my dad shows up, okay? So we're gonna come right back. We're gonna continue on with the living room. You're probably gonna vomit multiple times at how much shit is packed in here. It's disgusting.
I'm also not surprised that that he tripped a circuit on this wall specifically, because if he has all this shit plugged in and charging, and then if that circuit shares with like the kitchen or something like that, I'm not surprised. It's a small condo. It's probably only got 2 separate circuits for the outlets, so he ain't working with much.
Completely agree. We'll be right back. Whew. I think this is part.
Shiny Teeth says, did he fly his parents to the Wakanda to do housework? Yes, he did. That's lore. He flew them in to put up new blinds and paint for him. So yeah, he did.
Part 5 of my condo walkthrough for 2013. This is gonna be.
How many of these we got left? I'm not sure. Dude, there's 40 more minutes of this. I don't know if I could do this, guys. I don't know. You know what? I gotta cut it here. I'm getting tired. I gotta eat. My girlfriend's home. I'll pick this up on the next stream. I don't know when the next stream's gonna be. It probably, if it does happen, it'll probably be Sunday morning before TBS. My lady friend and I got stuff to do this weekend. We got family coming in town. So I don't know if there's gonna be Hitman streams on my gaming channel, and I don't know when the next Taken L stream is gonna be. But big ups everybody, thanks for hanging in. I know this kind of became like a stream of consciousness stream where I was just watching shit, but I had a good time. And hope you guys did too. But love you all. Thanks for the support. For those of you who contributed, thank you, appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Bye everybody. See ya later. Bye.